Sweats. Working hard, got 2 jobs, Friday night, but thank you, Lord, it's 2 checks. It's 2 checks. Yeah. Game of spades, being a flight, I'm talking 10 straight books, you goddamn right. Now who's next? Get off my table. Who's next? Yeah. Huh? I don't dance a boogie. Somebody tell a DJ, put on my song. We grown and we want a 2-step. That's the new flex. Yeah, 2-step to this, 2-step. Everybody come on. Come on.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Worldwide Crypto. I'm your host, Dragon Rider, baby, and it is the WWC. Oh, now it's NG, Worldwide Crypto and Gaming 2-year celebration. Oh, man, this has been a journey. This has been a struggle. It's been a grind, whatever you want to call it. It's been all of that, but it's been amazing. It's been fun, and I've pretty much 90% of it I pretty much enjoyed. So. But hey, all right. So before we get ready to get this, I'm gonna bring up real quick. Hey, so for those that don't know the history of WWC, how it got started and everything, there was originally 2 of us, right? I got the OG back. Let's go, Spencer.
What's going on, bro? How's it going, dude?
Bro, man, it's been a minute since you've been up here, boy.
I know, dude. I can't believe it's been 2 years, bro. It seems like yesterday, for real.
I know, man. I know. So for those that don't know, me and him met in another content creators YouTube or not YouTube, but their Discord. We ended up just talking, and we started just going into business with each other, and that's how WWC got formed. He was like, "Hey, you ought to start a YouTube channel." I was like, "Fuck it, let's go, let's do it." Let's do the damn thing. And what was it? January 1st of 21?
Yeah.
That was the official first WWC the launch.
Yep. I remember it was crazy. I was like, bro, we should just start something, because people kept asking us for like plays and what tokens we were getting into and all that. And then I mentioned it to him, and then he sent me, like, that same night, he sent me pictures of this like brand new computer he got lights, he got camera, he got a new headset. I was like, man, this guy went hard. And
I went out that night, dude. I spent like it was like I think total was like 2,500, $3,000.
Yep.
I'm gonna do it big. You know what I mean?
Hey, but that was in the bull run, whenever we all had money for that sort of thing.
Right. We was making money off of just turds.
Exactly.
But I'm gonna bring to the stage rest of the rest of the guests, the special guests. First up, we got Mr. Bleed.
SBF did nothing wrong. He was innocent. It was the Illuminati. Caroline Ellison, that bitch.
Wow. Hot take, my friend.
Right there, you heard it first. Hey, next to the stage, we got longtime WWC, just all around guy, man. He's been a big supporter of this since we started this. A good friend of mine. Welcome to the stage, Henry. Let's go.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've been saying I wanted to get on for a long time with you and just, chat and hang out with you guys. I mean, hell, was there quite a few times when y'all were doing your late night runs into different different coins.
I remember those in the Telegram, it was some of them back end stuffs that I wish I never threw money in. One of them being doxed. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I had to claim it on taxes as a loss. So
yeah, man, I threw that night for those that don't know and wasn't there, because obviously a lot of people wasn't there. It was only like 5 or 6 of us. I threw at Dox's launch when BNB, I think, BNB was like 450, 500, somewhere around there. I threw 50 BNB at this damn thing. And I got up to 60, and then that motherfucker started tanking. So I ended up taking almost I think it was like a 7 BNB loss on that one. But it is what it is. It happens. That's what happens in crypto. But we spend money. But yeah, next to the stage we got Long time. Hey, you don't want to get on this guy's bad side because he will bust you out and spread your shit all over the place. Crypto DB.
What up? What up? Congrats on the 2 years, my guy.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, if y'all don't know DB, if you are a scammer in the space, I'm gonna tell you what. Don't let him know about it.
You better hope he doesn't know you.
You know what? I'm going in 2024 with a whole new outlook at this point. I spent like 7 months last year wasting my time going after all these assholes and doing all this shit. And you know what? Everybody learned absolutely nothing. So they still keep doing it. So at this point, you have a fun year, boys. I'm just gonna ride this fucking bull run that's coming. That's it.
I heard that, man. I heard that. Next to the stage, late, but you know, fashionably late. Got the homeboy, Darren. Let's go.
Yes, everybody. I have arrived. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yo, check it out. I can't stay long worldwide. I just came here to say congratulations on the 2 year anniversary for you, man.
It.
I got class at 9 in less than an hour at 9 o'clock. What's up, Bleaves?
What's going on, man?
I saw you lurking outside my crib the other day. Don't think I ain't see you, bro.
Dude, I was just taking pictures. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Can a dude not take a picture of another dude's finger just a little bit and we just can't have a problem? Come on.
I mean, the frame ain't big enough, bro. You need a bigger camera than that.
As long as he's cutting you in on the OnlyFans, I don't think you should mind.
I mean, I already have one.
I need that 10% right off the top.
It's at Ethereum After Dark. Okay.
Just a little off the tip.
No. Look, I have the lowest price on OnlyFans. It's only 99 cents for a 1 month membership. All right, so you guys will be all right. But
for those that don't know, Pablo canceled. He had other plans, and JRE he's gonna be fashionably late as well. So you know, just if anybody's questioning things, we got some good. You know, JRE.
Okay.
He on his own time.
Okay.
He's watching those reflections go up and up. That's what's going on.
Oh, here we go.
Shots fired.
Keep going up. Reflections keep going up. Every time I check my wallet. Yeah!
All right, y'all. Hey, shout out to you. And shout out to all of y'all. Happy New Year. And I'm out.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, if y'all just now joining, make sure hit that follow, subscribe button. People keep telling me all the time, Dragon Rider, why don't you have 10,000 followers? It's because people don't want to hit that button. Go ahead and hit that button for me. I really appreciate it. But look, real quick, I put together a small little video. It's small, and I just want to show it off. And here we go.
Very beginning.
The start.
Yeah, the very
New year, new crypto.
Dude, I know, right? It's kind of insane that we're starting this on like New Year's Eve for us anyway.
Welcome to Worldwide Crypto. I am Dragon Rider. Let's get it. My partner Spencer, he took a little bit of a hiatus to concentrate on being a dev.
The washing machine. I'm sorry. I was going to ask you about it to see if you still had the washing machine going, and it's in the video. That was great.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm missing is the pin clicking.
Yeah, man. Hey, I was bad about. Man, I was so nervous. You know, especially when I started having to do this thing solo, it was I'm sitting here like this. Well, but yeah, man, it's, you know, it's all about growth and getting comfortable and stuff like that, man. But hey, I've had a lot of great people such as yourselves around to support and to say, hey, you know, hey man, we like what you're doing. We like keep going, and you know, it's been pretty awesome. So with this new year, man, let's get started with this new year. You know, it's new year, new crypto. What do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about the impending possible bull run that we're about to enter into?
Possible.
Anyone?
Possible. Oh, we're already there. It started last year and it's continued on. We're sitting at 45,200 Bitcoin right now.
Yeah.
We're, you know, heading back up towards that all-time high. Before we start moving back down and we get any sort of correction, it is likely in the next 72 hours we hit 50,000, maybe 48,000. And, you know, I want to tell you, when that happens, it's going to kick off an altcoin run. So all of these tokens that we've just been sitting on forever, they're going to start getting funded with a lot of this Bitcoin profit, because that's your area, 48 to 50,000. That's your mini altcoin season. And then when the Bitcoin ETFs get approved, you know, little correction, most probably, but then it'll be off to the races as a lead up into the halving. Then we'll have another little correction, maybe a little sideways action for the halving. And then 30, 60 days later, it is off to the races. And we're going to be looking at an all-time high on Bitcoin, 70,000. We'll hit 70,000. Then we're going to get a real altcoin season. Then we're all going to be like, oh my God, this is finally, I made it, daddy. I made it. Oh shit, I'm never working again, biatch. And then Bitcoin's going to start running again, and it won't stop. Like I originally said, based on 6 trillion market cap, perhaps going, you know, I think 6 trillion market cap was my original prediction for 2025. And that gave me about $150,000 Bitcoin. I now think that's going to be $250,000. I think it's going to be 250,000 Bitcoin by the end of 2025. BlackRock, Fidelity, ARC21, they're not here for $50,000, $100,000, $250,000. They're here to sell you $1 million Bitcoin. And I'll just break it down for you as easy as I can. At the end of this, there's 21 million Bitcoin, but there's 56 million millionaires in the world, which means that there's not even enough Bitcoin to go around for everybody who's currently a millionaire. So there's going to be a run on this price, and it's going to be happening much sooner than we all think.
Yes, especially, hey, you seen that that interview on CNBC this morning, Jim Cramer, who was, Bitcoin's going to zero, it's dead, sell off your Bitcoin. And this morning he was like, man, it is a technological marvel. Bitcoin is here to stay, it's not going anywhere, you can't kill it. And they tried
take it all back, we're going to
hard.
zero.
That's how you know he just bought a bag. That's how you know what that was. He just finally bought back in.
You know how many people have made money on doing the opposite of Jim Cramer? Yeah. Shit.
Especially in the crypto industry. Yes. If you haven't made money off Jim Cramer in crypto, you cryptoing wrong.
Jim Cramer is a mark. In wrestling, you call them marks.
Yeah.
When you start seeing what you're doing go mainstream, what you're doing is over. So when it gets to when you see enough pump out of Bitcoin for Jim Cramer to go, oh yeah, I'm getting in, daddy, then it's over. Whatever that run is finished for a little while. So it could be right now that this is the opposite of what we're seeing, you know, out of Jim Cramer. We might actually get something good from Jim Cramer. And he might actually look like he knows what he's talking about. I doubt it, but you know, this could be his coming out party.
Yeah, it could, man. It's It's going to be interesting. I'm very curious as to see how the SEC is going to play out these next few days. Because everybody's buying the rumor right now that the ETFs are going to get approved and this and that. And you know how the SEC and that clown Gensler likes to throw people curveballs. You get all this positive news, and the next thing you know, it's like, oh no, it's a security. Oh, this is their illegal activity. Oh, this is you know what I'm saying? So it's like, are they going to go ahead and get this done and get these approvals going so we can move forward, or are they going to start the next mode of shit show in saying, oh well, we need to delay, oh we need to have more talks, we need, you know what I'm saying? Because that, in my opinion, that's going to have an adverse effect on, in the short term anyway, that's going to have an effect on what people, because a lot of the people that bought currently or buying currently is buying on the rumor, and when the news comes out that it's either delayed or they're not decided, you know what I'm saying? If it's going to be a negative, if it's, if the news is going to be negative, then there's going to be a little bit of sell-off.
I think we deal in speculation with all of that, and we never deal with the actuality of what Gary Gensler's job is to do. And that is to enforce the existing laws for securities. And that's where we get, a disconnect between him, because we want him to understand these are all commodities and he treats them as securities because that's his job, to enforce the laws. And when it meets the definition of the Howey test for him, then he has to enforce those laws. And when people are in violation, and here's the other thing, he's not come out and said everything is a security except for Bitcoin. He didn't really say that. What he's always tried to say to people in every one of his testimonies is, when you tie it into a contract where there's an expectation of profit, you are creating a security. The orange grove, the oranges are not securities. Those are commodities. But when you tie them up into a bundle and you're expecting to sell that bundle to somebody who's expecting to get a profit off of it, that is a security. And that's what he keeps trying to say to all these people. And nobody's listening, because we want him to just say, commodity. But his job is to enforce the applicable laws. His job is not to say, hey, Joe, hey, are you awake? Jesus Christ, Joe, are you dead? Motherfucker. Hey, Biden's dead. Oh, wait a minute. No, he's up. Never mind. Hey, Joe, fuck your laws. I'm going to do whatever I want. He can't do that. He has to enforce what's in front of him, and he has to make determinations based on that. Well, Judge Annalisa Torres came out with a ruling that says in the realm of tying up these contracts with consumers, that is still a commodity. It's when you sell it to businesses that it becomes a security. And now you need an arbiter in between. And that's where the spot Bitcoin ETF comes into play, because now Bitcoin can be sold, and some of these other ones, as they get approved. I assume, by the way, Ethereum will be approved at some point, and XRP will be approved at some point. But we'll have some spot. We'll have some spot ETFs for a couple of different tokens. I don't think there's going to be a lot, but there'll be a few. And she's established that. Now, Judge Jed Rakoff, that piece of shit, old 85-year-old bastard, 80, he's actually 80. I'm giving him too much credit. But he is creating a problem because he's siding with the SEC in the rulings with Terraform Labs, and he's ignoring Annalisa Torres, both in the Southern District of New York, I might add. So he's creating this sort of opportunity for the SEC to later step in and do something different, despite what Judge Torres has done. But for right now, what Judge Torres ruled is the law of the land, which is why BlackRock stepped in, why Fidelity and ARK, why they've all stepped in and made these filings, and he has no defense for it at this point. So they're going to get approved. The question now is, does he do it on January 10, or does he make everybody refile one more time and do it on March 15, which is the final date for BlackRock? That's kind of the conspiracy date that people say, like he'll skip it over, and then March 15, the last date for BlackRock will be the day. But I don't think that's the case. I think by January 10, we are green and we are a go.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of I don't think it's going to happen, and in my pure speculation and especially not trusting our government and stuff. I don't think that it's going to happen January 10th. I think that they're going to use that as an opportunity to maybe shake out a lot of smaller investors that threw their hard-earned last minute or savings into Bitcoin, thinking it's going to run, what I'm saying, thinking it's going to immediately run to $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're going to use that as an opportunity to shake out people and get them to sell off while they continue to buy, because I mean that's been the story for this whole time, is they're continuously telling people, hey, sell, it's garbage, sell, and they're buying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
It doesn't help when you got senators and congressmen that are both on different sides, and especially when you get like what's her name, Warren, who sits there and
Wicked Witch of the West.
Wicked Witch of the West. I agree. You get Warren sitting there, basically leading. Her questions are leading to the wrong conclusion and trying to get this huge thing against crypto, saying it's all bad and everything else. But it's like, you don't even know the technology. It's like, if you act like, I swear to God, I wish every senator and congressman had to wear freaking patches of who their freaking donors were on their jackets, man. Freaking NASCAR, the freaking jackets. Yeah, wear the sponsor jackets. And it's funny, when you actually follow the money, it's all the big banks. But yet when you go through the big banks and look at them, they've got all these patents for crypto. So it's just showing you that big banks are trying to catch up, and they're trying to get themselves settled. And they've got her as a lapdog sitting there just yapping away, trying to get everybody scared. Because when people are scared, what happens? They run and they sell and they lose profits, everything. They just.
Yeah. Real quick, welcome to the stage, El Toro.
What's going on?
What's up, babies? Thank you for stopping through, man.
Hey, let me shock the world here real quick. Liz Warren, one of the most important things that Liz Warren ever said was, hiya bunga, me think 'em, you use 'em Bitcoin for Smokey the Cracky. Me think 'em Bitcoin for criminal, for criming. Me educated Native American. So, yeah. But here's the thing. What Henry said is actually the exact opposite of reality. Even though we see it, we know that she's in league somehow with banks. We know this because it doesn't make any sense otherwise. However, if you go to opensecrets.org and you start to look at the top investors, and I say investors because that's what they really are, investors in Liz Warren, banks aren't even close. It's actually elderly retirees and ridiculous shit like that top her donor list. Banks are number 13 on her list. So it's most probably, because you can't find it, political action committees that make that difference up for her. And I think it's important to recognize, really, all she wants to do is this'em not racism, this'em truth.
we need to make that a meme. You doing that needs to now become a meme.
Yeah.
The thing about Liz Warren is, I think that here's the problem. I think that she believes that everything that's an attack on the US dollar is criminal in some way. That's why she's doing this. I don't think that she really is in league with the banks. Like I would normally say, like I said that up until about a month ago. And I was like, you know what? I wonder if it's true, because I've been saying it since the beginning because everybody else had been saying it. But then I went and looked. This bitch hadn't taken any money from banks. However, she did go from, I mean, what's a senator get? $250,000 plus getting jacked off by Lauren Boebert, I think, if you go to take her to Beetlejuice or something like that. Like, I think that's, like, so
having pizza parties in the basement by the White House.
Yeah. $67 million is what she's worth now. So I think that I don't think that we actually understand what she thinks. I know she's on the take. I know she's an opportunist. I know she's a scumbag. I just don't know from what angle she's actually coming. She's more like Mitch McConnell to me than anybody else, because Mitch McConnell, I'm from Kentucky originally, just like Vince, and like you have no fucking idea. You have no fucking idea what Mitch McConnell stands for.
Yeah. Drugs and shipping money.
Maybe.
I mean, I know through his wife, there's been so much speculation with his wife and her family on.
Well, Elaine Chao is a shipping magnate, so it's it's fair to assume that there has to be some shipping money. But what are his principles? You have no idea what his principles are.
He has
he's
none.
One
it's
one of the savviest politicians that you've ever seen. Like, you never know what he stands for or what he stands opposed to or anything like that.
He's always flip-flopped from
one of those people.
Season to season. He's always flip-flopped on.
And I think Liz Warren's kind of the same way. I think, there's something that you'll stand on. That's the only thing. And it makes sense to enough people to get you reelected in your home state. Makes you look like an asshole to everybody else. Lindsey Graham does the same thing. Like, it's one time when he was saying, listen, guys. Ooh, look at you in that little nail seller's outfit. God damn it. Listen, guys, I'm going to keep this job over here for you. So you just keep making them bombs and, them little fingers that go into the back of well, you know what I'm talking about. Just them little bullets. You know what I'm talking about. Just make them vibrate real good. Or whatever he says. I have no idea what he really says. But he's the only thing that Lindsey Graham cares about is continuing the business of war, because that's where his community is funded.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing, I think, for Liz Warren. Like, whatever her needs and wants are in Massachusetts, they just don't resonate with the rest of us, but it doesn't matter to her because who gives a shit? She's getting reelected.
That's all that matters. And I can agree with you on that. It makes sense when the dollar is so all over the place right now, and it's everywhere I turn, anybody I listen to talks about how the dollar is going to be gone. It's going to be toilet paper eventually, and that's why it's all on the writing. The banks are starting to trying to get out of it. All the big money people are getting out of it. The only ones left are those that have nothing but cash.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it seems like every day the bricks are inching. They're still a good ways away, but they're steadily inching away at destroying the dollar. They're on a mission. Russia and Indian and the UAE and stuff like that. They are on a mission to definitely destroy the dollar. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and people have been saying it for years, the U.S., it's just like Rome. It's going to have, it's on its up and it's going to have its fall. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Britain. Look at what happened with Britain and the sterling and how they lost out and how they had their spike down. I mean, it's a given. There's so many different cycles. If you follow history, there's so many different cycles. It happens over and over and over. Yeah. The next question is what is going to be the new world currency? And I think it's going to be quite a few different things. I mean, there's quite a few different things it can be. Sorry, Spence, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think the U.S. would go to war with everyone in the world before they would let the dollar be killed.
We're almost there.
I genuinely believe that. Like, we're nuking everyone before we're letting Bitcoin be the world.
Well, I don't know about nuking, but yeah, we're funding. Yeah. We're funding we're sending everything everywhere right now. You look at all the different wars that we're funding right now because we can't send our own people anymore. We're funding everything everybody else.
It's like proxy wars.
We're proxy warring everywhere we can.
It's not even just the U.S. specifically. It's who's controlling who actually controls the United States. And you know what I'm saying? That's part of the banking industry, the central bank. You know what I'm saying? It's we owe the government, the United States owes so much money to the Fed. Just look at what it is now. You know what I'm saying? What's the top? What are we in debt now? 32,
33. 34. I heard 33 the other day, but yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
34 makes sense.
That's what they're fighting for. They're fighting for to sit back to pay these debts back. Because if not, they're going to start selling. I don't know. In my opinion, they're going to start selling. I mean, they already started selling off, bits and pieces of the U.S. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it there. They got this thing in South Carolina where they done came in and the governor was like standing in front of a China flag. San Francisco. This is the same thing. They've bought up so much property. They've allowed them to come in, these outside entities to come in and buy up so much property and so much land that it's on its way. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the only way that they're going to start even beginning to pay these back, because they tax us to death.
There is no way to pay it back. It's unattainable just because of the way currently the Federal Reserve is set up. Every dollar is already borrowed 100 times over.
Well, the U.S. is going to do what they best at and go out and steal it.
You ain't wrong there.
They start a war and steal the monies.
Let me just say that the conversation that we're having right now is a conversation that we have had throughout history over and over and over and over and over again every time we run a deficit. Now, we've never run a deficit this large, but we've never had this much money. And the reason that it looks as large as it does is because we turned on that money printer and we haven't cared about it. And here's the thing. We know the numbers, 34 trillion in debt. We also know that unemployment's 3.4. We know that there's a lot of people outside of the workforce, and we say, well, there's a lot of people outside of the workforce. Nobody gives a shit about that. Those guys have Bitcoin. They don't have to work. You know what I mean? Like when we look at this, we look at a gig economy, we look at all these different pieces, and we don't really count those things. Here's the thing. If we need to pay the debts, we're just going to print more money. It's almost zero interest at this point to print it. Now, will there be an accounting at some point? Yes, there will. But we're also the United States of America. You know what's going to happen? We're going to shut down the doors. Donald Trump is there for a reason. He's there not because he's a genius or anything like that. He's a representation of how wrong the government has been. He was a thumb in the eye of everything that is wrong with the business of politics as usual. Here you could say Donald Trump is a genius, or you could say Donald Trump is a moron. It doesn't matter. He was a thumb in either a stupid or a smart eye of everybody, in that, things that you think are working just fine, they're not working. Hillary Clinton was the business of government as usual. Donald Trump was like, fuck this, let's burn it all down and start over. And what people, generally don't understand about, look, MAGA, they're a bunch of crazy people at the extreme end. But so are the people who tell me that I got to that I can't, like, I can't. There's certain, I can't say there's the dudes that don't have the dude part. You know what I'm talking about. I can't. There's people out there that I'm supposed to normalize that's not normal. So, we have a battle of extremes that are happening right now. And the government, when it panders to these people and says that everything is just fine on either end, is just continuing to alienate. And we do this all the time. What people don't understand is the only difference between now and 50 years ago is that we didn't have social media 50 years ago. Everything's still the same. This crisis that we're having, look, one time, a famous president, he wasn't president yet, but he came out of a door and he said something like, France is following us to independence. There is no more status quo. But look, I went to see Hamilton, so fuck you guys. Thomas Jefferson, look, Alexander Hamilton got murdered by Aaron Burr. He was this was the vice president of the United States. Look, this shit is crazy, okay? We've lived in crazy times. We're going to live in crazy times before. We went through McCarthyism. We went through all of this stuff. There's battles of extremes that always happen. But at the end, the center always heals itself. What we're starting to see is this left liberal group of people saying, you know what? You guys are fucked up. We're not doing this shit anymore. Like the stuff that you're talking about, like open up the border and all of it, this is kind of crazy. We're not doing that anymore. Chicago, perfect example. Chicago, Eric, whatever his fucking name is having a fit today on the news and yesterday on the news because we can't handle any more immigrants. Wait a minute. You just said send them all here. New York City said the same thing. Now they understand. So we're having this disconnect now. That woke mob on the left, they're starting to get this little judgment period. On the right, you've got all these people saying the election were stolen and all them peoples is taking their votes and shit like that, whatever the fuck they say. And people are understanding, like, no, that's not it either. Everybody's moving back towards the center slowly but surely. And the radical crazy people on both sides, they're starting to peel off. And when you get down to it, you're going to get this correction, and the correction is going to come. We don't see it because we engage in social media all day, and we see the crazies on Elon Musk that don't exist on Twitter, but you see them every day, right? We see all these different things, but everybody's starting to move slowly but surely back to the center. And then once everything moves to the center, we're going to look to the left and we're going to be like, man, fuck you guys. We're going to look to the right. And we're like, fuck you guys too. You guys are out of your goddamn minds. You're both, you just, man, why don't you all just move to Canada and you guys go to the border? You know what I mean? Just stand on the border.
I don't know about Canada. Hey, that dictator they got over there, boy, that boy, he's on some money.
Yeah, not. But the point remains, we're going to move back to the center as a society. That's what society represents. We don't like it sometimes when we say, well, there's a North and a South Dakota. There's like 3 people there. You know what I mean? There's like everybody in fucking South and North Dakota are all senators. Like, why does anybody even, like, you know what I mean? But you know what? That helps to balance the way that we look at this world in general. It gives us a better grasp. Like, you can't have all the power in big cities. You can't have but when that starts to happen and when the things start to break apart, then guess what? Everybody starts to move back to the middle and things start to change back for the better. And we're almost there. There's gonna have to be another breakdown, but then we're gonna start moving back to the middle. And guess what? Everybody in the middle, they kind of like Bitcoin. They kind of like the future of technology. They kind of want to be the America that's at the forefront of everything. So I assure you, we're about to see a big reversal, both in what the Democrat platform is, the Republican platforms are. It's all going to come to a head pretty soon.
Yeah. And I just want to address this. So, you know, I just want to say that, you know, if you really take a look at the media, there was never any accountability in the media. It's always been controlled information. It's just the thing with social media, the explosion of social media is that information got out of their control. And it's now just running rampant because everybody now has access to all the information they can. It's just, you know, it's almost too much information. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like everybody's got something to say.
It's informational overload, and it's information they can't control. Hence why you see so many different groups literally attacking like TikTok, and they're attacking like how Facebook has literally got locked down. I mean, the different, if you look at all the different hearings that came out, and, you know, you had one side saying one thing, another side saying another thing. You had one side saying, hey, thank you for doing everything you were doing. You had another side saying, why are you censoring actual doctors? You know? You know, so it just goes to show you, it makes you think what information was being put out there that you had the federal government going, no, they can't be allowed to send this information out. You know, why are,
did you guys hear?
Oh, go ahead.
Did you guys hear Elon Musk talking about that how social media, he was talking about how the issue with it is like before you had like San Francisco, right? They're a bunch of like left-wing weirdos, right? But their entire ideology was very concentrated in San Francisco, and it didn't really spread out because we didn't have social media. So every one of those left-wing weirdos didn't have a platform to just spew their nonsense. But now you can have a guy like me in Georgia hearing this left-wing weird stuff, and also, you know, like my dad, the Trump weirdo, is also spreading his stuff to the people on the left. And so all these people that never heard these ideas before are getting to see the extremes, and it's so confusing because it's like, what do you think about immigration? And I can go listen to one guy that says we shouldn't ever let anyone in under any circumstance, and then I go listen to the liberal who's like we should let everyone in, and it's like, well, neither of those can be right. But it's just incredibly confusing, and we like to be part of a pack, so you like pick your pack, and then the algorithm is just like a feedback loop from hell, and you just get stuck in a rut, and you just Yeah.
Well, you get a lot of time too. A lot of people say a lot of shit just to get that. They want
the money.
Yeah. They want to be the first to put it out. Oh, I said this, and I was the first to say it. You know, it may not necessarily be right. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, Denzel Washington said it best on one of his interviews. It's like, you know, the media, all information. You know, there's so much responsibility out there to not just be the first out there with the information, but to be out there, you know, with the correct information. You know what I'm saying? And that's the big problem is there's so much information out here that, you know, sometimes it's hard to decipher between what's true and what's false. You know, you have to really dig, especially if it's something that's contradicting the government. I'm just going to say it. If you contradicting the government, it is very, very hard to find their lie. Unless, you know, you're already in the know or already know about a specific topic, you know. But if you're not familiar with a specific topic and the government says something, when you go to try to fact check it, you have to go like page 10 of Google to even, you know, to get to where the, you know, the fact check would actually contradict what they had said. You know what I'm saying?
That happened to me. And I don't want to get on a stupid rant here, but you know, one time a guy who got a D- in thermodynamics said, "Hey man, jet fuel can't melt steel." What the fuck are you talking about? Because it was, you know, like this was a thing where I was like, well, yeah, I guess that actually is right. And then I start reading up on thermodynamics because I got a C in it. Like, I'm not a fucking expert. So then I start reading up on it. And then I see this thing and it's like 9/11 truths. These people, there's 1,187 of these different scientists and engineers who all say that the building can't fall that way. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Like 1,100, that's a lot of fucking people. Like how, that's a lot. Like now I got to take this seriously. So then I'm reading about it. And then I read like thermodynamics. It's not about melting steel. It's about destroying structural integrity. And I'm like, okay, well, that would make sense. So if I got a bunch of fire here and I can melt it, but why is it melting in the middle? Like, what is happening right here? Then somebody says something and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then I'm like, well, let me ask you another question here. 1,187, that's a lot. Oh, wait, now it's 1,189. It's been a year, like 1,189 people. Like these are engineers, right? And then I'm like, well, how many are there engineers in the world? Because that was the question. How many scientists and engineers are there in the world? Do you know how many there were when I looked this up in 2014? 13 million.
Well, there you go.
So out of 13 million people who were doing, you know, science shit, only 1,100 of them came up with, hey, that building couldn't have gone down that way. That's like a Lego or whatever they fucking say. I have no idea what they say. The point is, if you just stop right there and you say that's a lot of people, well, then this is your truth. And everything that you look at, like Spencer said, is to reinforce your belief that that is true. And it took me a lot of digging and coming, you know, trying to figure this out to say, like, is it a conspiracy or is it not? Now, I think it's a conspiracy. It makes sense that it's a conspiracy. I think it's just a bunch of crazy people like my crazy uncle and all that kind of shit. Well, it actually makes a lot of sense because here's the other part that people didn't understand. It's real easy to get a bunch of people to like what you say if everybody gets to hear what you say.
Yeah.
You know, you could say the dumbest shit ever and people will be like, you're the biggest fucking idiot that I've ever seen, and everybody clicks except for one person, and he's like, hey, I kind of like what this guy's saying here. This is a little bit radical here, but this is exactly what I've been thinking anyway. I'm glad somebody's saying it here. And then tomorrow another 100 people tune in and they're all like, yeah, fuck this guy's an idiot. But then there's two other people who are like, wait a minute, you know, this guy's speaking the truth here. And there's another guy here right here. There's three of us. There's four of us. Okay, we've actually got a coalition here. And then before you know it, a whole bunch of idiots are together talking about how they were blowing up the Rainbow Bridge. Like if you remember, like a month and a half ago, like Laura Loomer and Benny Johnson, all these fucking twits on X were like, hey, the bridge was blown up. We need to shut down the borders or something like that, and you know, crazy shit about cut off Canada and you know, because it doesn't do what we want them to do, and they were looking for a reason to do it. But and then to me, I can't believe Elon pays these fucking people to do this. But indirectly, he does.
Yeah.
But they're directly lying to people. And it doesn't matter what you believe. Again, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're Republican or Democrat, they're lying to you.
Yeah,
man,
that's a lot of mystery. Oh, just real quick. Welcome to the stage, JRE.
What's up?
What's up, man?
You walked into possibly the last stream of WWC on YouTube.
Man, we have gone like deep end here, man. We've just gone.
I think Luna's right. We're getting you're done. You're done.
Man, my bad, y'all.
Luna's right. Luna's right.
All I'm saying, JRE, he didn't kill himself. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
And there it was.
I'm not going to say the name.
Cherry on the top. They're coming for us all. They're coming. Play the song. They're coming to take us away.
Oh no. Oh,
What's
how y'all
up,
doing?
man?
What's going on? I'm sorry about that, man. You know, I'm on Central Time, so I forgot that I'm behind. Or I'm sorry, ahead. No, you're ahead. You're ahead. Yeah. I forgot about that. So I'm on the road taking care of business, doing this before I get out of here. I got to go back to Alaska to take care of my mom's real estate stuff. And I'm like, wait, hold on. He said 8 o'clock. Well, I still got some time. No, brother, you need to get on stage now. What's up, Blaze, DB, Henry? What's going on, Spencer?
What up, Jerry?
What's going on?
Man, we here, man. We here. Happy New Year to everyone, and congratulations on your 2 years, brother. And as you celebrate here, but congratulations on that.
Thank you. And so you probably missed it now. So I don't know if you ever knew, but this guy right here, was the original. Me and him was the original duo of WWC, and then he took.
Then I abandoned him.
Yeah, he abandoned me. He abandoned me to create one of the best crypto applications that you could put in your pocket.
Linux, right? Linux, right?
Links.
Okay. I keep saying Linux like Lennox Lewis,
or as he calls it, a much prettier Vince.
Yeah. I think I remember Spencer because I've been on your show. This is the second time or third?
I think about third time.
Okay. I think I remember Spencer. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Everyone looks different. Wow, you got the beard. You're repping. Is that the Raiders?
Yes, baby. Yeah, look. I just want to show this out here for everybody.
Oh, you missed the 2 year remembrance video, man. That was killer. Yeah. That was killer, man. You got to hear the washing machine in the back. Got to see the finger clicking.
The terrible lighting.
I never let you forget the washing machine. Every time you put me on, I will bring up the damn washing machine. I do not care. I will.
When you first started.
Yeah.
Literally right behind him.
Yeah,
man, I ain't gonna play the whole thing, but look, I'll show you this real quick.
Go ahead.
Real quick. It's for everybody that just now popping in too, because there are quite a few people just popped in. So I'm gonna do this.
Very beginning.
The start.
Yeah, the very
new year, new crypto.
Dude, I know, right? It's kind of insane that we're starting this on like New Year's Eve for us, anyway.
Welcome to Worldwide Crypto. I am Dragon Rider. Let's get it. My partner Spencer, he took a little bit of a hiatus to concentrate on being a dev. There we go, baby. There we go.
Okay. Give him a round of applause. All right. You come a long way.
That was great.
We're sitting in the dark and whatnot.
Yeah, you could hear the washing machine in the background there. That was And then I like how you had your clothes hung up back there, man. Look,
Yeah,
you don't despise small beginnings at all.
I had to clean up the basement a little bit. You know, I put some walls up. You know what I'm saying? Make it look fashionable.
Yeah, I just got on a like a video call with Vince to talk about Lynx the other day, and I haven't been keeping up. And then I was like, dang, bro, you had an upgrade. You got the nice camera, the lighting, you know, everything. I remember you sitting in the dark in front of a washing machine.
You did your thing, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. What a way to level up.
Hey man, you know what? I've come across a lot of great people that's given me a lot of different tips and tricks, and you know what I'm saying, and a lot of professionals that have really been giving me a helping hand into growing. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know how to do none of this. I don't. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, you got to have help sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's great when you have great people. You got other content creators. Like, man, I've got Bleaves has helped me a whole lot, especially with TA and doing my own trading and stuff like that, man. He's sat, you know, behind me, you know, well, not behind me. He's sat.
No, you can tell him all about it.
Yeah. But he sat with me and actually, you know, basically was giving me classes on how to read charts and actually doing some stuff to improve my own trading and stuff like that, man. So, you know, it's a big shout out to Bleaves and everybody who has come along to help me grow as a professional, because I've gotten into a lot of great opportunities. I've created a lot of great business contacts. I've connected a lot of great businesses. You know, that they are now continuing to work together. I'm now a partner at Play NACL. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, with these opportunities, you know, all of this has afforded me these opportunities. I'm gonna tell you what, David, because David Chen, I think you was on when David Chen came on, man. He's the one that he was like, look, you got something going. You're a great people person. I want to bring you on. I want to bring you onto this team. And I started out working for him as a partnership manager, just basically making connections and getting, you know, basically making sales. And it just grew from there, man. There's a lot in the background that I do. And I've also recently was contacted by a guy on LinkedIn, and he's got a few people together, and they're wanting to actually pay me to give them classes on how to get into crypto, how to actually trade and this and that. So I'm setting up my little class schedule and stuff like that, you know. So, and not just that, you know, I've made Spencer tell you, man, some of my graphics and posters, man, were rough. Some of them were pretty nice, and I also make that and logos and stuff like that. I've made logos for a lot of different people. I'm making business cards for people and stuff. So you know what I'm saying? This has been an evolution in the making, man. I'm happy for what you know, for what WWC, Worldwide Crypto and Gaming is now. You know what I mean? It's
bring it.
Not to mention, bro, I'm telling you, hey, there's a lot of people don't know that haven't been able to keep up with Lynx, man. The platform that this guy, we can't go into it because, you know, but the platform that this guy has, we are not worthy, man. I'm telling you,
ground up.
Whoa, hey, I'm telling you, hey, this man, everybody knows I call him the magic man with the magic hands, because this guy makes magic happen. And dude, when we say, hey, you know what, you might want to do this, this guy comes and brings forth not just the fire, he's bringing the whole burnt forest, you know.
He's too kind. I'm just a dev. That's it. Now, I am pretty excited about, we're going to launch a web platform soon, and that'll be awesome. I'm excited for that.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to see that. Wow. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm so excited, man. I'm so
excited. Yeah, man. I hear the fire. I like your flame in the background, too.
Yeah. I get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Classic.
But hey, see, I'm trying now. Now I got to upgrade a little bit more to you see, you got the lights and stuff. Bleaves has got the virtual background.
Yeah, man, it's a little bit at a time. You don't have to go over the top. you know, but looking at your video, you can definitely see the past video, definitely see the progression. That's what you want. At least you're progressing a little bit, you know. You've gone from the washing machines to the, you know, the clothes in the background hanging up, now to the flame in the back. What's next? Who knows? But, you know, 2025 will bring something new.
Hey, he broke the habit of the pen, man. I don't see the pen in the hand anymore, so he broke that habit.
Hey, so when the story behind that is, man, when we first got started, I was so nervous, and you know, and I tell the people all the time, like this has been like a therapy to me, because I've never been really good at public speaking or even just really getting my thoughts together, because I got ADHD and stuff. So it's like getting my thoughts together and being able to have a clear and concise conversation with somebody. This has really helped me in doing that and into growing myself as an adult at the basic, you know what I'm saying? So but yeah, I had this pen. I don't even have it anymore, but I had this pen, and it was just click the whole time. Yes, and while the wash machine is going, and
I'd be sitting in chat, pen, washing machine, pen. I'm sitting there in chat just trying to get his attention to stop clicking the pen.
Henry was definitely one to point it out, and I'd have to set it out of reach, because
I think I sent his wife down one day to get the pen from him. It's like, get the pen from him. Like,
so what do you do now? Do you do like the tapping, the slinky, Rubik's Cube? What do you do now?
No, I jiggle my feet.
You can't see it, but I'm over here like sprinting.
Yeah, packing one out, baby.
Keep it over there, brother. Keep it over there.
Classic.
Yeah, man.
If anybody is looking, if you have a dog shit background, by the way, and you don't like your background, and you have either your computer or your laptop has an NVIDIA video card, you can go download NVIDIA Broadcast, and NVIDIA Broadcast will actually do what I've got back here for you, and it doesn't take anything. You just attach your camera to it, and then just create a virtual background. Like mine, I actually had AI generate this background, and then I just added in pictures that I had over time, like Volted Dragon, Luna Classic on the side, Ben Token in one spot. I've got the city of Chicago. You know, you can just add this kind of stuff in while you're doing it, but it's NVIDIA Broadcast, and actually makes it real easy, and your background looks really clean, and it's not like a green screen or anything like that. You don't even need a green background.
Yo, Bleaves, is your microphone kind of pulsating?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat, man.
He's like, I don't like to brag, but
it's like what, $400 mic? What's the deal?
No, you know what? Actually, it's about 2 years old, but it was like it was 200. It was about $200 when I got it.
Okay, sounds good too, man. That's neat. That's neat.
I'm in a new studio, so I haven't soundproofed anything, so there's gonna be a little bit of reverb to it. But hey, man, as long as Bitcoin keeps going like it's going right now, shit,
let's go.
I'll make some diamond ass acoustic panels.
You long in it right now? You long in BTC?
Since 42.
Okay, roll it, man.
Yeah, so that's a good one.
I'm going to pull it up right now.
But I was showing Vince my secret. Don't tell him. But I was showing Vince my secret earlier, and man, I've been making out like a bandit on the last bunch of rips from all the things that I've been doing. I've been using like the RSI crypto map. And
okay. So you talking about the TA on your
soon as that RSI gets low, I just buy, and I use a pretty low leverage just in case it keeps going down. And then I DCA all the way down to the bottom, and then every time it just rips all the way back up.
What platform are you doing? XC or?
Yeah. But I have partners, so I have Bitunix right now. I've got KMEX that just approached me, so there's going to be, I like it. It just depends right now. Whoever's got the best deal for me right now, the best deal is MEXC. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so that LinkedIn user, the topic of the chat is whatever we're talking about at this moment.
A minute ago it was 9/11, and now we're talking about technical analysis. So
just call it WWC 88.
The Illuminati's coming for us.
Yeah.
This is the final episode. It's the final episode. They're gonna come to knock on our door tomorrow. Be like, we can have
My
a
whole
talk.
life has been all over the place. I'm every which direction, and who knows where I'm going to end up. But I'm the same way, man. I start a project. I got 20 projects in the background, but just know I'm gonna get back to that number one project eventually.
Yeah,
but I'm the same way. So,
and I tell you what,
on Bitcoin, by the way.
Here recently, man, my podcast is catching a little fire, man. It's I've had some great interviews on there already. Believes was one of them. Had DB on one. Let's see. I just recently had Cliff Pierre, CEO. He was on just my recent last one. I've got a Levi Tamer. He's my next one on Thursday. Matter of fact, he's a pro gamer dude. He's a real awesome guy. And so it's, I don't know, JR, if you ain't seen it though, it's called Behind the Bullshit.
I have not seen that.
Yeah. So, and basically it's unfiltered, unsponsored. It's yeah, man. It's basically it's just a forum just to open up and just talk about the many different facets of what we go through as content creators, investors, gamers, whatever the case may be. Just an open forum just to say, because bullshit's not always
bullshit. The little boy bullshit.
Yeah. It's not always bad though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to go through a little bullshit to grow. You know what I'm saying? And then you go through a little bullshit. There's just some bullshit that's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Right. But we get to talk about this stuff, and because not too many, there's not a whole lot of people to talk about this, and a lot of people that watch us do what we do, they don't understand that this ain't we hit play and we millionaires. You know what I'm saying? This is a struggle. It's a grind in what we do. And in business, marketing, all that stuff, man. It's terrible, and it's very, very time consuming. Luckily, I have a very patient wife that understands the business that I have grown. I'm tell you what, it was a struggle at first, because I'll tell you what, it was every time I'd come downstairs to hop on, she'd be like, "Oh, see you know what I'm saying?" Because she didn't actually see no results, because it took a while to even see a little bit of result of what I was doing. But once she started seeing, oh, you know what? Okay, well, I see what you're doing. You're doing this, you're doing that. You got your hands in this, you got your hands in that. You're talking to this person, you're talking, you know what I'm saying? Like, then she's like, okay.
It inspired her.
I know exactly what you mean, man. Women are bullshit. Oh, wait a minute. No, what I meant to say was, this is very difficult, and we have to be very understanding. That's what I meant to say. Shit.
Yeah, I got to get off for my wife here. This is not.
If y'all listening, I was pleased. We didn't have.
We had nothing to do with that. My daughters, I love you. My wife.
And it is the year of the dragon, baby. If y'all into the Chinese stuff, hey, it's the year of the dragon. So yes, let's go.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Let's
go.
Excited.
I'm so excited. What is it? What is it?
To this day, I never bought any of that Harry Potter, Sonic, Russell, Enu, and that thing took off like a bandit. I was like, it's the weirdest crap that just blows up, and you're like, why? How?
Yeah. Hey, that's one of them. I'm gonna tell you what. That's one of them that if you ain't in the know of the people who's getting ready to start talking about that, you ain't gonna catch it till it's at the top. Then you buy the top where everybody else done made their profits and sold off, and then you stuck saying, "Oh, this was a scam."
Yeah, well, right.
That's your fault.
You watched it run up to 100 mil, and then said, "Let me go ahead and get in." Where you been this whole time, man? Now, is that the one that changed to? Is it Blux AI?
Oh, did they change names?
I think it changed to Blux AI or something like that. Now it's a signal token or whatever. They call signals. I think that's it.
I didn't keep up with that, man. I made my little bit of money off of it, and I dipped that. Especially when I seen Enoch, look, I ain't gonna lie, look, Enoch, he's a great dude, whatever. But as soon as I seen that he was talking about it, I was like, oh, it's time to sell.
You said that.
Look, all I know is I see this. What is going going on?
Let's go.
And I'm like, nope, I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
Look,
Yeah,
they
he's
even had
wild. He's
Russell.
wild.
They had the infamous Russell himself
Yeah.
from talking about it and like joining the chats and stuff, man. I was like, oh, they really on some bullshit. Like, and then I started actually looking at the blockchain, see if I seen some wallets that I'm familiar with, to see if they were in that, but they wasn't, because I was wondering if he was, because I didn't know who was actually even part of it. I don't think anybody knows, but I wanted to see if that was another one that's one of them bullshits, because he done spent all his money and now he's trying to sucker more people in some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, Russell, he was a great he's a great marketer, I would say. His tactics were very, very successful, and but
which Russell are you talking about?
Oh, Saitama
You
Russell.
know which one, man.
You know which Russell.
Wait, hold on. Wait, Russell from Saitama was part of this project?
No, he wasn't actually part of it, but he jumped in. I guess because he apparently he found it entertaining that they threw his name in it and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So he hopped in some of the VCs, and he I think at one point he was actually in the Telegram, yeah, I like I say, I wanted to see some wallets that I'm familiar with, if they were if they had bought any or airdropped anything, and you know what I'm saying. And so, but I didn't see that, so I mean,
if they do, they're probably going to use different wallets. You know what I'm saying? So, when I got into the game, man, I was using the same wallet for everything until I found out, hey, guy, you can have multiple wallets. What do you mean?
Hey, for a while there, Russell was using the same wallets for a lot of
same
stuff.
wallet. I was like, that's illegal. Y'all are wrong for using multiple wallets, bruh. If you have multiple wallets, you can take multiple profits.
Hey, yeah, but you're giving people too much credit. Most of these people are so dumb, they don't even take the time to do that. I'm not going to name the project, but I know of a project. They got like 200K stolen from them by one of their main developers. And it was like, okay, how do you do this? It's like, all right, well, they built a bunch of token contracts for people and all sorts of other stuff. And he like made a backdoor in there where he was like getting a little bit of kickback. But where was he sending the money at the end of the day? He was sending it to the same wallet that the company that was employing him was giving him payroll. And so they look at his wallet after they send him payroll and they're like, how'd you get 250K worth of, like, what are you talking about? And then found out, it's like, bro, like, people are not that smart to just use a different wallet and you never would have got caught.
Well, what caught me was back in, the Saitama days when the guys who created Terrarium, the doctor that had 144 wallets or whatever was, I'm like, how in the hell do you have 144 wallets in a project? 144 wallets. Cashed out and moved it over to Terrarium and had 100 and something wallets. The same thing. I'm like, this has to be illegal. This is not real. Well, it's real
because there was a limit of 10 ETH. There was a limit of 10 ETH on the pre-sale, so he put it into 144 different wallets. Yeah, that's right. 1,440 ETH is what this motherfucker put in.
Hey,
boy,
I'm not gonna say that wasn't the best idea, but that was one of the smartest and greatest ideas you can come up with. And but you did some foul crap. You know what I'm saying? But still,
hey,
remember that
one wallet that out of nowhere, after all the shitstorm ensued with that, and out of nowhere, this one wallet started pumping the fucking chart, and then it got dumped on.
Yeah. It's almost like that Jared from Subway bot making millions of dollars. Anybody know how to make a Mev bot around here? Spencer, why are you holding back? This is a new year.
Why ain't the million? Why ain't we umpteen millionaires yet, bro? I mean, come on.
If someone wants to give me like 50K to play with, I'm about it. But the problem is what you don't realize about Mevbots is you're outbidding somebody else. So basically you identify a profitable trade, and then you have to say, all right, I'm willing to pay whatever gas it takes. And you have to say, I'm willing to pay like $1,000 of gas. Well, if another Mevbot says I'm willing to pay 2,000, the nature of how nodes work is, and mining works, is they will pick the guy who's willing to pay the most, because the miner obviously wants to make the most amount of money.
Mhm.
And so the problem is if you submit a transaction and say, I'm willing to pay $1,000 worth of gas, another guy says, I'm willing to pay 2,000, he wins that trade. He gets the profit, and you just lost 1K. Now, but if you win, then you win big. So that's like, you know what I mean? But you got to have the money.
It's a risk.
It's a huge risk. You got to put in, like, you got to be willing to outbid anybody as far as gas, and you got to have enough money to like put into the trade itself, right? That's just the gas cost. Then you got to think about, you got to put 10, 20, 50, $1 million, whatever on the trade itself to make the money. So it's not as easy as people make it out to be. It's definitely, it's way better odds than gambling, but you gotta, you know, like, you're not the only one out there doing it. So you gotta, it is risky. It is risky.
Yeah. Start where you can start, right? Small, and then work your way up.
Let me get Deb on this. Hey, bring Deb on out. Matter of fact, hey, in WWC fashion, I did this last year, and it was kind of pretty cool to see who might have stepped up. But bam, the StreamYard link is now in the comments. So anybody come, hey, you can say hi. You can say,
make sure it's not bots, man. Look, listen. True story. I was in a crypto Zoom call about 2.5 years ago, teaching people about crypto, whatever. And I put the link on Facebook. I kid you not.
And Jeffrey Tubin walked in jacking off.
Yes, somebody spammed the Zoom, and I had 60 people on that Zoom. Somebody spammed the Zoom, and all you seen was screens of porn, kid porn, adult porn, stuff all over. I'm like, hit cancel. No, what is going on? They took over the whole chat. I had to shut it down and everything. And then after that, that's when I put the pin in. But be careful with that link out there, man.
What's the good thing about StreamYard? I can see who's in backstage, and I can go ahead and kick them. You know what I mean?
That was my fault. I didn't put the security on the Zoom, but believes they spammed the heck out of that.
Can we just say that it's really weird that Jeffrey Tubin was like, you know what? I'm gonna rub one out, and I'm gonna walk around my house while I do it. You know what I mean? Like, just
on the Zoom?
Not just do it. Not just I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go to the bathroom or something, and I'm gonna go, take a shower or something. He's just like, I'm just gonna walk around my house jacking off while he's live on CNN. That's the funniest and worst moment in TV history.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh, go look up Jeffrey Tubin, Toobin. Spoiler alert, you're gonna see his tubin.
I don't know if I'm not looking that up. I got safe search on my phone.
He's on a
I was doing from my phone, man. Nope.
Don't do it for your PC. I'm gonna tell you what.
I get like an air gap computer or something to do that shit.
Again, I don't need my wife finding that on my phone.
And he says, I think I'm gonna go jack off. And then he leaves the Zoom call, but he doesn't close it. They're still having a conversation. They're like, it's all the old boy, what fucking Israel just going crazy over here. And like, and Donald Trump's not doing anything either. And Jeffrey Tubin just comes walking in shit right here. And people are like, whoa. And then all of a sudden, Don Lemon's like, first of all, go on, Daddy. Second, we got to go to break.
This is crazy.
That was wild.
Hey, that right there. Hey, that's one of my next upgrades, man. I got it. I'm gonna get me a little panel thing so I can do random sounds.
Yeah, man. I got the Rodecaster Pro.
I love it. It
does what it needs to do. But I picked that up about 5 months ago.
You would abuse and you would use and abuse that way too much. You know that, man. Don't even start.
Well, Roland came out with this with their new Streamcaster, and I think I think that's gonna be my way to go on that one. Because I've heard a lot of great
simpler the better. That's what I've learned. The simpler the better, man.
Yeah, all I need is like maybe 5 or 6 sounds. Because like he said, I'll be pushing that shit all day long, and people get annoyed and everything like that.
So, they will.
Like I said, you would use and abuse. Use and abuse.
It'll be like that until somebody's like, anybody who uses it is a loser. I said to myself, anybody using it's a loser.
Is it? But hey, you know what? In doing this as well, I just want to throw, bring this up. In doing this, I mean, I learned there's a lot of tips and tricks on how each streamer, whatever, content creator, whatever, how their setups versus the platforms that they use and everything like that. Like I'm streaming to 9 different platforms right now, including Instagram. And this is live streaming on Instagram, and like this is my first actual successful live Instagram live from the PC. And man, this is great stuff, man, because your reach gets out pretty far.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's fascinating the things that people, and somebody else just introduced me. They told me to check out Stream Elements. I think I'm gonna try that out, see how if it's comparable. They said it's a little bit better than StreamYard. I don't know. A lot of people still trust OBS. I started out on OBS. Remember that, Spencer? That was an adventure of him trying to teach me how to do that.
How to do OBS. I remember that.
StreamYard has been way simpler for me, and I've really enjoyed using it so far. And I think because a lot of people they stick with the free version. I use the paid version, and I'm able to do a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's they've also just introduced their they have a community thing now. So it's an extra little tab that you click on, and it's a community of other content creators that use StreamYard, and I think it's called Collab or something like that. Bleaves is on there.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that.
There's a couple people I've done met off of there, and we're going to be doing a couple collabs.
I got Vince on do not reply, by the way. Well,
But dude, the networking
also,
about this
heard
is
of Opus. I think it's Opus or Opus AI.
Opus Clip.
Yeah, have you heard of that?
Hey, look, hold on. I'm great.
That thing's amazing too.
Let me show you, dude, bro. I started using this a couple days ago or a couple weeks ago, and I tell you what, this thing is amazing. So basically, for those that don't know, this is Opus Clip, but you copy and paste in a link for a video, and you hit send and everything. It'll process. Basically, all you need is an email address, and it'll let you know when it's done, and it will produce for you clips of your podcast, your game stream, whatever your stream, whatever the video is about. It will produce clips along with captions, and it'll give you. You don't have to use the titles or whatever. You kind of I usually change up the titles a little bit, but it gives you like 20 clips. There was one of the streams I added on here. It produced like 27 clips, dude, and it was like all fire shit, and it'll do the captions and stuff for you like that right there.
Yeah, it rates them too, like 98, 97%, like how good the actual clip is. So it'll rate it for you.
Yeah.
Well.
For some reason it didn't rate this one, but yeah, like you said, in this little corner right here, there'll be a little rating on how good that clip is. And I've got on because I just started using TikTok and stuff like that, like and TikTok and Instagram. I've got so many more views on that than I have on YouTube.
Shorts. I mean, that's the attention span of the average human being's about what, 30 seconds, if that.
Yeah, if that. Yeah.
That's generous. All that stuff is just blowing up, man. How many do I send to you in a daytime now, Vince?
I mean,
yeah. So
I don't do a whole lot anymore, man. I literally use this and I just post them throughout the day.
Yeah, that's it. You can schedule them. So you'll notice that your lower seconds, videos will get more views than the longer ones over a period of time. Within a couple days. If that.
Speaking of short, can we talk about Hinoc one more time?
What's up, St. Thomas? What's up?
Did you all see how jacked that motherfucker is?
What do you mean, Jack?
No,
like
recently?
Yo,
he's been in the gym.
Enoch has been balling out in the gym.
What?
Go look at his like Twitter X account, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure either that or he sent me some news. I don't know. But I think
he sent you some body shots with his head. Stickered on the
super.
Yeah, I mean his body was all green and everything, and he looked like he weighed like 900 pounds. It could have been the Hulk, who knows? But yeah, dude, Enoch was jacked.
Maybe it's the crypto profits, just got them good.
I don't know, that one public wallet he's got. Oh my God, dude!
Yeah, when he first posted it, I was like, I ain't never looking at this thing. I hope he makes $1 million, but I don't. What's it at today? $50.
I guess it ain't too far from. I know it's under. It was under. Last time I looked at it, it was under $1 million. And that's when
just under $1 million, or you mean like $500,000, or no, a quarter? Not even. No.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, now that I think about it, it was under 500.
Yeah.
Last time I looked at it.
Yeah, because one of the ones he was promoting was what was
there
it?
You go.
Apollo. It was Apollo one. That it was doing well for a while.
I had just found that, yeah.
But he was but they gave him the money to do that. So like it wasn't him doing it, but yeah. Enoch's fucking jacked right now.
Starting in 2024 with momentum.
I heard that, man. Congrats to him.
Go ahead, brother.
Awesome.
All right.
Yeah, man. That man is jacked.
When you have more time on your hands to do things, you can.
I was gonna say,
you can afford to go to the gym and work out for 24 hours. You can afford to do that. Shouldn't be like, what you up to? Just in a gym. Yeah, a little 24-hour membership. What's up? Good for him though. That's good. I think we've all been kind of hitting plateaus in different areas of our lives. So,
man, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I done the opposite. Like at the beginning of 2023, I had lost a bunch of weight, and I have, man, throughout this year, I'm kind of dealing with a lot of stress. I actually backed off on doing a lot of content creation. I was banging out like 6 or 7 videos a week, AMAs at that. I'm talking about, you watch my AMAs, they're like an hour, 2 hours long, depending on who I'm talking to and how long the conversation's going. And I was banging them out 6, 7 videos a week. You know what I'm saying? And I got tired. I got stressed out. It was just I was doing too much. And I backed off on it. So, I only doing what I want anymore. I don't, I dropped all the sponsors and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Plus, it didn't do them any good anyway, because it was a down market anyway. So, taking money from a project that's struggling is just, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drop the sponsors. I'm going to do what I want when I want to do it, because YouTube ain't paying for it anyway. I make my money through my own private trading. So, so now what I do for fun, or if a project lists on Lynx, I'll throw them a free AMA. You know what I'm saying? And I just do that just to help support the ones that support us. So listing on Lynx gets free AMAs.
Yeah, man.
Wink, hint, hint. Pitching that out there.
You got to make it fun, man. You have to make it fun, because if not, you're kind of killing yourself, on a day-to-day basis trying to meet those deadlines. So I have fun with it. I limit my time and how much I'm going to spend online or whatever. I mean, last week I was doing 4, 5, 6, 7 hour streams, just because Solana was boosted. I was like, let me get in and do some trading. But other than that, man, I don't spend too much time on here. Little posts here and there, encouragement, whatever. Find a good gym, I'm on it. But other than that, I need my peace, especially after my mom passed away. I was like, you know what? I got to take this break and reset. Now it's 2024. We're going to do some things a little bit differently, but I have to monitor my time on how much I spend online. So it's it's not too healthy to be online for too long. It just Get your money and now. I mean, the market is booming. The market's booming now, which is good. We're at what 1.71 trill, or did we come down a little bit from earlier today? But that's good to hear, good to see. Actually, Bitcoin raging. So I'm happy to see that. I'm hoping we hit close to 2. We may see that February, March, April time frame. But shoot, if we get to 2, man, we're gonna take off from there. And hopefully 3, 4. I want to see in the next couple of years at least $4 to $5 trillion market cap. 4 to 5.
Yeah, I won't complain at that.
Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, we can't go up forever, but if we can just shoot for 4, 4.5, 5.
Nah, we're gonna see 6 in 25.
You think so? So
if you at least take that, there's kind of a bell curve, so to speak, of where we've always kind of wigged out and where we've always kind of capped, right? And if you apply that to a chart, it's going to be 6 trillion on this next run
in 25.
Yeah. And I mean, look at we always, that's the top of the bull run. So if it did not, then this would be a dynamic change of what crypto's done, since the beginning. So
historically,
it's like every 2-3 years we have that sort of
4 years. You hit it every 4 years, and you get that little spot on your chart where you just kind of wick out right up there at the top. I mean, we're not going to sit there, but that's going to be the spot that we're at when it comes back around. In fact, let me see if I got it right here.
Well, I mean, that would be nice if we can, everything, 2021, everything was booming, right?
Yeah.
2020, 2021, everything. It didn't matter where you put your money.
Exactly. You couldn't not make money.
Right. And everyone, we were all experts.
It is. Yeah. It's like yeah. No.
I called it. No, I mean, Jimmy from down the street said, I mean, we were all experts, but
that's how me and Vince became friends. He was like, "Hey, bro, you heard about this token?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Let's throw $1,000 at it."
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's 10K. Let's go.
There you go.
You're my best friend, Vince. I love you.
Moon, man. Safe moon. Yeah.
That's it right here.
It's at 1.74 trillion.
1.74.
Throw this up on the screen.
Oh, never mind. Add this one.
This is where crypto has been since the beginning, and that little blue line right there, that's that little bell curve right now that tells you exactly where it's going and where it's been. I'll highlight it a little bit more, but this is since the beginning, and this is the wick on top of everything. And then
is that the Bollinger?
Yeah. Well, no, this is just an actual bell curve just to show how crypto trends.
Okay.
And this takes it and exponentially moves it out to how far we're going to go. This tells you during the halving where it could go, which is going to be about 3 or 4 trillion. And then this gives you that in 2025 at the cap of the last run, which was November 2021, we're going to be about 5.746 trillion, somewhere around 6 trillion. And this is
how many days before the halving? We got 110.
Because you got to remember that this curve all the way up to here was massive, and then this curve up to here was actually massive. It's not going to be nearly as big here. I mean, this is from 5 billion to 3 trillion. This is a 6. This is a 6x right here. This one is from 6 billion up to 500 billion. You know what I mean? Like there's these gigantic moves in this curve, but the curves are getting smaller and smaller. This next one's probably going to be about a 2x. Unless a lot of money comes in from, if the Bitcoin ETFs are way above the adoption rate, if it really pushes it, then we could be looking at anywhere from 9 to 12 or more.
9 to 12,
Nice.
what? Trillion?
Yeah.
In 25?
Yep. Yeah.
Wow.
This man's got me about to put all my savings.
I know, right? Hey, Bleeds is always right. It's his. Hey,
Never bet against you never bet against the banks, and you never bet against the big money. The big money has decided that Bitcoin is where it's at. That's why
that's
they're all
where
in.
you want your it's where you want your money at. If we're looking at 9-10 trillion, what have you, you definitely want your egg in Bitcoin, for sure.
$100 billion maybe from BlackRock alone coming into Bitcoin. And then, the rest of them have a little bit less in capital that they're working with. But if you just consider 1% of their flows, then that's hundreds upon hundreds of billions of dollars in Bitcoin alone.
New people coming in. I mean, this gives an opportunity for the average investor on Wall Street to come into the crypto now, without having to DGen in or get on to Coinbase or, whatever. They can simply trade it and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to actually buy it. So buy the actual coin, and hold it on a ledger or what have you in custody. So
hey, real quick. Speaking of coins, did you hear about that guy that got sent to prison for selling Chuck E. Cheese tokens as Bitcoins?
No. No,
this can't be recent. Today. I saw the news story today. I swear. I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm gonna see if I can find it while we're talking. But
I thought you were gonna say it was Da Vinci because he had some coins. He was like, "I got some coins
in my wallet."
There it is.
I keep one in my wallet.
Yeah. Did you have that personally made?
Got it out of a gumball machine.
Is it plastic?
No, it's not. It's actually
not.
No, it is not plastic.
Okay.
But I got it out of a gumball machine.
Well, man, we need something that's gonna catapult us into this next run, and I'm on the hunt. So if y'all see some stuff, man, we got to band together.
Yeah, I know, for real.
We definitely got to band together because this fly-by-night stuff, it's killing the market, especially for new investors coming in. It's like, gone here today, gone, in a couple hours.
Yeah, if you're not in the know before it happens, it's too late.
Imagine right now we're trying to get real savvy. Imagine when the real savvy people get in here. They're coming in a couple weeks. Imagine when they get in here, it's going to change dramatically. This is going to be the last time. This is the moment where we all make it.
I'm hoping so, man. I have high hopes. I'm definitely hoping so. And if you are saying, $9 to $10 trillion market cap in 2025, 26-ish. I'm looking. I gotta find some loot somewhere.
Look, there's a lot of smart people right now that are predicting between 250 and $1 million Bitcoin. And when a lot of smart people are doing that, then you know that they know something that we don't know.
I mean, there's how many million? 19.25 million in circulation right now.
Well, there's probably more like 16. There's a bunch that are lost. I mean, there's a bunch that are lost.
I mean, the story about the guy who lost his ledger or whatever in the landfill, right?
Yeah.
And the other guy who couldn't access his ledger because he lost his password, and he had 2 more tries. There's just situations like that. So I get it.
Pulled it up.
And the rest of they're making over 1 million selling Chuck E. Cheese tokens as Bitcoins. Wow.
He said he scratched off the Chuck E. Cheese emblems.
That's so classic. That is so
Man, I need somebody to use AI and send me a picture. Change Chuck E. Cheese to Chuck E. Believes.
Oh, that'd be dope.
I need somebody to send me a picture of that. I gotta
this
go.
This is in
guys.
2017.
I gotta take off.
I gotta run too. Gotta get the girls to bed.
All right, hey, I appreciate y'all stopping through, man. I really appreciate
man.
it.
All right, dude.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you.
Congrats, man.
Ben, thanks for having me. JRE, we'll see you. Spencer, we'll see you soon, man.
See you guys.
Take care, guys.
All right.
Man, appreciate you, man. Again, congratulations on your success. 2 years.
Yes.
You know, probably more than that. Actually, you've been doing, you know, other stuff besides YouTube, of course. But you know, I mean, again, success on your channel growing. I love the video. I love the growth,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Awesome. It's awesome,
Appreciate
brother.
it.
It's awesome. And I appreciate the invite too. Like it's
Yeah,
thank you.
absolutely, man.
Thank you,
Absolutely.
man.
Man, I
I
always
feel
like to
privileged.
send out people that I've been associated with that, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying, that has been positive on me, you know what I'm saying? I like to have positive people around me, you
Good.
know, and you know, I always send out links, you know, the link and invites to people that have been positive. You know, there's been a lot of negativity along the way.
Mhm.
I've had a lot of people you know, I would say a lot, but I've had quite a little handful of people that's oh no, I can't do no video with you. You ain't, you know, you only got so many sub, this and that, man, and this and that. And I'm just like, are you serious? Because you started out from somewhere. I seen one of your old videos. You hopped on somebody else's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, are you serious right now? You know, so
Yeah.
hey, I'm always down to collab with anybody at any
Good.
time, you know, because
Good, man. It's good to be open like that. Just like you said, you know, you don't want to get to the point to where you're just like, oh, my platform is way up here, and you got to be, you know, right next to me, or you got to have something really good for me to put you on my show. Like, you know what?
Yeah.
Again, where were you, you know, a couple years back or 30 days back, whatever. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I mean, you know, you got to start somewhere. And if you don't really network at that level to where you're like, you know what? I don't care how many subs you got. Come on
Yeah.
and show. Let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying? We all have something worth talking about.
Yeah.
And that's important, man. That's why I really respect you, because you're like, hey, I don't, you know, you over here that I don't care who you are. Come on the show. Let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. Let's
Yeah.
go from there. So, man, much respect to you. Much success to you, man.
Thank you.
If I can do anything to help, you know, I'm here, man. Just reach out. Definitely reach out to me.
Appreciate it.
But you know, good. Well, again, man, I love seeing that video, bro. That's humbling. It really is, because it's like, you know what, where you started and where you are, there's tremendous growth in between that.
Yeah.
You know, and I think your wife loves you for that too, man, because she's like, finally, we're getting somewhere. You've been doing it for so long, baby, but okay,
Yeah.
I'm starting to see some growth here. But you know, but that's good, man. She's supporting you and what have you. But that's good though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope, you know, what Bleeds was saying, I hope that is true. If we hit, I don't personally, I don't see a $9 to $10 trillion market cap in 2025. I think we have a lot of growth to do. I mean, maybe 27, 28. The big part of it is, yes, the Bitcoin ETFs, what have you, and then ordinal, you know, all this other stuff that's coming along.
Yeah.
Those are going to be definitely game changers once that starts, you know, getting to cycle, and you know that new money starts coming in. We got to build up to that. If we see anything close to that, we're gonna be rocking and rolling, man.
Yeah.
People are gonna be making money left and right. The new generation coming up, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we got money we'll be able to put away for our kids. The kids gonna be making money. We don't have to do anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is where we want to be, and you can start building more products, you know, with the wealth that's coming in, at generational wealth. But I really hope that what he mentioned does come to fruition at some point. And
it would be,
you
nice.
know,
I mean,
sooner than later. Personally, my opinion is, if we have $1 million Bitcoin, I think that would harm the economy in a short term if it grows too fast. Long term, yes, down the road, but short term, we get to $1 million Bitcoin. I really don't think that'll be good for our economy, man. What's that say about the dollar?
Well, you know, if the BRICS have anything to say about it, then, you know, the dollar is going to be in a bad position in the next 5 years anyway. You know what I'm saying? They are already on a strategic path of destruction of the US dollar. You know, they've convinced a lot of different countries to stop trading the US dollar, especially for oil, man. You know, hey, we are, you know, we are basically we are oil. You know, that's the only thing that's backing us. If nobody's trading, and it's not even that we're trading the oil, you know what I'm saying? It's the people transacting the US dollar to buy and sell the oil. And if they stop doing that, dude, as an economy, man, United States is done for. And Russia, UAE, China, they are being very, very convincing to a lot of these different countries into ditching the dollar, and especially these oil-rich companies that are trying to ditch the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Like India is on that path. They are already reaching out to find an alternative. I think apparently they tried to find I guess a big bank to back the rupee to base so they can immediately ditch the dollar, and it got turned down or something like that. I didn't read the whole news story, but
I didn't hear about that. But
they're on the path. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of time until the moves that they are making are going to really hit us when we least expect it.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely agree. And, the growth of crypto over the last, 12, 13 years or so has grown tremendously. And, in different countries trying to come up with their own, cryptocurrency for the country. You know what I'm saying? So we're headed in the right direction. I just hope that we don't move too quickly and that we're able to get things figured out, because, if not, just think about the like you said, the gaming platform and how you're able to, transact in games now, and where that's going in the next 3-4 years, or how fast that's growing. There's just going to be multiple ways of being able to use cryptocurrency all around the world. And so again, if we don't figure out a way on how to keep that dollar stable, Bitcoin will be king, and then on top of any other currency that comes out that people are starting to use to definitely transact with, then what does that say with with the new tax laws and all of that now? So we're we'll see, but I think we're enjoying the ride as it's here right now. We're enjoying it. Take as much of that as you can, store it away somehow. Don't spend all your money on shiny objects, but you never know what's going to come. But again, with a sharp rise comes a sharp decline, a reversal.
I'm telling you, because especially with you mentioned the growth of the crypto industry as a whole, how many millionaires that have been made over that time period. Now just think of what kind of impact that they are going to have because of the down market. A lot of them wasn't prepared for this down market. A lot of them was thinking, oh, I'm going to spend this money and I'm going to keep spending and spending and spending.
Right.
And they're buying houses, luxury cars on lease, not even buying them, you know what I'm saying, on lease. How many of them are forfeiting are defaulting on their loans? How many are defaulting on their mortgage payments? And that's going to affect, that right there is already affecting the housing industry. You know what I'm saying? The housing industry is about to it's headed for a full-on burst, in my opinion, and that is definitely going to have a big impact on not just our economy, but even the Dow. You know what I'm saying? It's going to affect a lot of different areas, and a lot of people aren't going to be ready for that because they didn't prepare for a time period like this because they was too busy enjoying the high times of you know what I'm saying, of the industry.
They did all that on top of all that money that came in from the government in 2020, 2021. And then, you know what I'm saying? The president saying, okay, y'all got to pay that back now. Y'all got to pay that back, whether the taxes or however is going to come back. And then all the money we just sent over to Ukraine. On top of that, too, billions. What was that? What was that bill? What was it passed? $500 billion or something like that. I don't know, something crazy.
He just recently sent another 200 million. Recently, that was I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. He went over and signed just out of nowhere 200 million. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, what could that have done? And see. And that's another thing about we were talking earlier about how people are controlling information and stuff like that, and social media has really exposed a lot of the BS and this and that. Well, there's a lot of info about Ukraine and the whole situation around the war that, like, I don't really want to go to it because I already know it's going to be an assault on me or whatever. But there's a lot of misinformation about this war, and Ukraine is not as innocent as they claim, and the whole reasoning around this war and situations around this war is not what the mainstream media has put out there. I'm just going to tell you that it's mind-boggling the amount of BS that was passed off to us until you get to really digging and finding and finding the BS under the BS.
But to
you know what I'm
be
saying?
truthful, that's with any war, right?
Yeah,
for the most part, I mean, you look at, we still to this day haven't found the weapons of mass destruction, right? So, where we, a lot of, I don't know if you're in the military now, if you retired or if you served, you know what I'm saying?
I did 6 years, 2 tours over in Iraq.
You know what I'm saying? So we went over, we served, we did all this in the name of, the government, and come to find out we were, lied to. You know what I'm saying? Big percentage of that war that, with KBR and all of that, the oil and gas money, you know what I'm saying? Like there was just a lot more involved in that. So I don't want to go off on a tangent here. I know you got things you got to do. We're getting to a different subject.
Yeah, we get
like, be like, what? I thought this was about worldwide crypto and celebration. Now we're talking about war and Dick Cheney and all this kind of stuff, and all the money and stuff, the piles of money that was left. Okay, come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You missed out on the 9/11 talk. Yeah. Dude, it went everywhere. But man, hey, I really appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
Man, it's greatly appreciated. You're a great man in this space, man. You've done a lot for a lot of different people. I see it all the time, dude. You were just a very, very kind and generous man, and you know what I'm saying. And it's people like you that have helped people like me, and people that are really, really less for, that could use that, especially with your giveaways and stuff like that you be doing, man. The people that you have been able to and fortunate enough to help, man, it's amazing to see. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to be on that path myself. I've made a little bit, but I'm not in that position yet. In my comfortability to make that I don't know, to make that jump. I have a goal set in mind to hit, and once I hit that goal, which I'm not too far off, then I'll be comfortably like, you know what, all right, I'm getting ready to stop working, I'm going to do this full time. And now I'm going to share the wealth, you know what I'm saying? But until then, I'm still grinding.
right you do what you got to do, you know what I'm saying? Because there is no limit on your giving, right? There's no dollar set amount that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I have to make this much in order to give this much. Like you do what you can. I'm sure you do a lot in your community, unspoken, it's not out there. You do whatever you need to do. And that's what I look at, man. I'm just like, you know what, if I can help somebody, my next door neighbor, whoever it is, if I can come up with crafty ways in order to put money back into the economy to help somebody else, and I don't know them from the next door neighbor. They could be scamming me for all I know. But the point is, what I'm saying, with thousands of people that are out there, there are a lot more that are hurting, than we know of. You know what I'm saying? That's going to come out and say something. And if we can reach, 1, 2, 3, 1,000 people, we can reach them. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just about the money. It's the act, it's the kindness, it's the love that we want to show to other people, man. And we just keep on doing it. So, when you start where you can. Yeah. And then when you can afford to give more, you give more. But you definitely do what you can. You know what I'm saying? So I must respect to you, man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that has stopped by, that come and hang out. And you are greatly appreciated in this. This has been 2 years, and as far as the channel, it's been 2 years in the making. And I'm ready to go for 2+ more years. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to. I like doing this, and I'm here for the long haul because I want to give out information to people, especially the goal of this channel was to shed light on a lot of the small market cap tokens that were that had devs that were trying to really do something and not just be here. Hey, we come support us. We have nothing to offer, but give us your money. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I really wanted to show, hey, you want utility, here's a project that has utility, it has potential.
Yeah,
it's on you to make that investment,
decision.
but at least you have all the information about this project. And it's like, and that's my, because that's kind of the way I've ran this channel. It's not necessarily focusing on charts, it's focusing on the people that are running these projects and the project itself, so you can make a conscious decision on, because the chart's going to do what they're going to do
anyway,
but,
right.
You know what I'm saying? If the project has actually something to offer, then it has the potential to stand the test of time. Sometimes it's the case, sometimes it's not. But
more times than not. You know what I'm saying? Because it took me some time to come to this, but most people in this space, they want a solid project that's going to bring them some money. Yeah. But they're more willing to put their money into something that they know is going to bring them some money, right? And that the individuals are going to be honest upfront about, hey, we don't have utility. It's just a community token. Come on and say that. That's what people want. They want honesty. I will give you my dollar if you tell me, hey, I don't have utility, but it's community, and you can come in and make some money. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but guess what? We're gonna do what we do. Okay, cool. Versus you coming in, hey guy, man, we got this utility, this coin is going to back this and that.
Going to moon.
Going to the moon, and we're gone next week. Like,
yeah,
that's the kind of stuff that I hate.
We have big things. We have big things planned, and then next week it's my I can't, my mental capacity for this isn't there. This has really affected me and affected me and my family, and I'm sorry, but we can't continue the project. It's like,
so you had DB on the show, right? So when and DB reminded me of course, he was loudly talking about dog, and I'm still in, but and I don't know if you want to bring this up, if you want me to talk about it or not, but just as an example, the guy, the shiplord who started the project, I trusted that dude. I had much respect for him. Never met him, shook his hand, seen him, talked to him via DMs, and he's been in the space for a while, shilling other projects and things of that nature. So that was a connection. But for him to pull that stunt, start the project and then send a message on the blockchain talking about, hey guys, it's now up to you to keep the community going. Arrivederci.
Yeah.
Like what the, like, how do you do something like that? The project is still going. Liquidity is still there. Yeah.
They just listed on Lynx, matter of fact. Profit went on. Yeah, Profit went on ahead and listed dog on Lynx.
Good. I'm glad that the community took it over and that these individuals have kind of said, you know what, we're not going to let that bother us. We're not going to let that bring the dog down, but we're going to keep this thing moving. And that's why I felt my position, because I'm like, look, if the community is going to take it over, if you got some leaders in the community that are saying, hey, we want to make sure this thing grows, and we got some things lined up, we're preserving this money that we have over here, for the liquidity, whatever the case, with some exchanges that we're doing, smaller exchanges, coming on your platform, what have you, then fine. But if you stop working, what's the purpose? Yeah. So that's just an example of looking at projects that come out and developers that come out and say, hey, we're going to do all this, we're going to do that. Then you disappear and leave it. You're not Satoshi, right? You're not Nakamoto, right? But I think we just want honesty in this space. And a lot of the new investors that are coming in, they know nothing about, what's transpired the last 3-4 years.
It's about education. That's the biggest thing, right? It's educating yourself on how to operate within the crypto space. That means actually learning how to look at Etherscan, BSC scan, policy, whatever scan you want to look at, learning how to see this stuff, because like I say, when dog first launched and everything like that, I waited a little bit. I got in at 700K. I made my own exit strategy on, okay, if it makes it to this market cap, I'm out. If it makes it to this market cap, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
And you had a plan.
And I had a plan to exit. You know what I'm saying? And I did. When it hit 10 mil, first time it hit me 10 mil, I was out and done. You know what I'm saying? And that
Good.
was my strategy. It worked for me. And that's the thing that a lot of people don't come up with, especially the people that don't know what they're looking at, don't know what they're doing. They just say, oh man, a lot of people are talking about this. Let me throw some money at it.
Throw some money at it, right?
Instead of taking a good hard look at it and coming up with their own strategy on, okay, if I'm going to get into this, this is when I'm going to exit if it happens, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, you know what I mean? You gotta have a strategy when it comes to this, and that all comes with educating yourself on the different areas of the crypto space.
Right. And there are people who don't care. They don't care at all. I mean, I'm a stock trader. I came from the stock world where I'm trading OTC pink sheets, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm jumping into whatever, you know, and a penny stock, and then boom, watch it explode, whatever. So I had that mentality coming over. So I know how to do my homework, but I didn't really care what it was doing. That was my first 1.5 to 2 years in crypto, just jumping into whatever came out. And then all of a sudden, after rug after rug after rug, I was like, wait, hold up, something got to give here. What?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I like to throw my money at things. And I like to make money, but at the same time, there's something wrong here in the space where millions of dollars are being made by these developers, and they're taking off and they're running to the high heels, and nothing is happening here. You know, and the cycle continues to repeat itself over and over again because, again, you have a large population of degens out here that's throwing money. Why? Because there's the exponential gains that you're going to see from these projects. You know, and 90% of the projects that come out, what are they? They're scams.
Yeah.
You know, and like you said, education is key. So I mean, educating that other side of the population that's coming in, the new individuals that's coming in, hey, educate yourself on this. Here's where you can go to look this up. Here's where you can go look at the contracts. If you want to ape in, but that's up to you. But listen, you understand that you can make money, but you can also lose every single cent that you put in, because 1, they can run off with the money. 2, the market is highly volatile. 3, you know, not enough money is pumping in. And then 4, if you don't learn how to take profit, you're not going to make any money. So, you know, you have to balance it out. But I think if people have that gambling mentality coming in to crypto, they're not going to make it.
Yeah, but you got to have gambling money. That's the thing.
Right.
You can be a DGen, right? But if you ain't got DGen money, you need to stick with blue chips. You know,
stick with the blue chips. Stick with your top 10, right? You got your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, your BNB. Solana now has I think moved up to the 4th spot again, right?
Yep. Yep.
You know, you got your Cardano that's sticking at 67 cents right now.
I'm still big on Matic, man.
I just topped up my bag again. I'm like, let's go, Polly. Let's go.
Yes.
It's your time. I was looking at a supply. I'm like, it's your time. Eventually, it is coming. But when your time comes up, just like when people start running into Solana, they're gonna run into Polly. Like, okay, here we come. Whoa, this new. No, Poly's been around for a minute, but all the new money is coming in now, and people are like, so as soon as it pump up to $100, like it did for Solana, you're gonna have this great exit. You're gonna have this great exit, and then it's gonna rebuild again. But I can't wait to see that, where those lower tier coins, blue chips, start rising up to the top.
Yeah,
I want to see that.
And like I say, and people got to realize too that you know, the crypto industry 2 years ago of the Shiba and Saitama pumps and stuff, it ain't the same. It ain't the same market.
It's not.
The market is heavily diluted. There are thousands upon thousands of more tokens now than there was then. The exposure, just the industry in itself is way more prevalent than it was then. You know, you had it was so new then, and people were making so much money, and now it's so diluted. Not only is it diluted with legit operating projects, but it's also super diluted with scams. And that's where education comes into play, and you really have to know how to navigate this, or even have an idea of how to navigate the space and to protect yourself, protect your monies.
I think that this bear market, you know, I mean, we're coming out. We haven't hit the super cycle yet, but I think, you know, these last 2 years humbled a lot of people in this space, and it forced us to re-educate ourselves, to slow down, you know, and kind of think, you know, what, like you said, come up with a plan. You have a plan now to go into a project, and, you know, you have an exit strategy. Hey, when it hits, hopefully it hits. When it hits 10 mil, when it hits whatever, this is where I'm going to get out, or dollar cost average, whatever I want to do. But the bottom line is you have a plan going in versus I don't know if your trading strategy was like that before. But bottom line is you have a plan. We've been humbled in this market.
Yeah.
Regardless how much money you've made, you still don't want to give that money back to the market.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I want to hold on to whatever I got now. And now that the IRS is passing, these new tax laws, shoot, they want that 30%.
Pay your taxes.
Pay your taxes. You better pay your taxes. I don't know if it's retro or not, but shoot, I paid every bit. And man, bro, I did not want to hit pay. I did not want to hit pay. Sin, whatever you call it, whatever, paid IRS. The last 2 times, I did not want to hit it. That was more money I had to pay the IRS than most people in my family had ever seen in one time. I'm like, how am I going to give somebody I don't even know this money? And I can't give it to my family. I can't keep it over here. Nah, they're going to come knocking at your door.
Yeah,
they will come knock at your door. It might not be in a year, might not be 2, might be 5 years down the road. Next thing you know, you don't pay your taxes. They're gonna Wesley snipe your butt.
Hey, just think about if they are successful in passing taxing unrealized gains. If they are successful in passing that, you know how many people are up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
It's over. It's over. You talking about tapping into the decentralized exchanges?
Decentralized, centralized. They even talking about even stocks, regular stock, the Dow, taxing unrealized gains. So
it's over for people. Please don't let that happen.
You gotta pay taxes on profits you ain't even took yet.
That's not a profit. How's that going to be legal?
To the government it is, because they're gonna take your monies. Hey, and that's why like the whole thing around Fed now, that's a whole nother topic. Yeah, that the Fed, all that stuff. They are decentralized ain't decentralized.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. All these exchanges that are operating, especially if they're operating in the United States, they are KYC'd. They have your wallets. If you utilize any wallets connected to those wallets that you utilize on those exchanges, they got those too. You ain't getting away from this, man.
Right.
You ain't getting away.
Right.
But and that's where power, like I said, that was one of the reasons why Lynx was created, to help people in trying to figure out their dollar cost average, their profit loss, and everything like that, so they can because it shows off all your transactions. You know what I'm saying? Within all your tokens that you traded on ETHBSC. I got to throw that out there because that's my baby.
Hey, this your show, man. Go ahead.
Across ETHBSC and Polygon, it shows all your transactions on all tokens that have liquidity pools. No more waiting for CMC. No more waiting for CoinGecko. Lynx has you covered. All you do is download it, utilize it, and Lynx does most 95% of the work. It will automatically let you know when a token has deposited to your account. Even dusted garbage, it lets you know whenever there's some activity going on with your wallet.
You heard them.
Ins and outs, transfers, all that stuff. So
man, wouldn't it be something if you could implement something on that platform that takes all of the dust that we have and you can compile it over? For instance, like with on Binance, right? They'll take all your little bitty, whatever you have, VTO, VTHO, VeChain, you got a couple cents, whatever, and they'll convert it over to, or you can sell it in small chunks and then, to US dollar, like all in one. Wouldn't it be something where you could do the same thing on your platform with all the dust?
Check out Volt. Well, here's the thing. Lynx isn't a swap. You can't swap with Lynx. All it is just a window into the blockchain. It organizes it in a nice, neat fashion for the simplest or the newest of newbies in the crypto space can read and keep up with their portfolios. That's the main thing. Now, the trading platform, that's going to be a different thing. It's going to be a hot competitor for I'm just going to say it. It will.
That's coming.
It will be a competitor to not only CMC but TradingView as well.
Is it being patented, trademarked?
It's already a business, baby. It's already
Hey.
Lynx is a registered business. All of our stuff is
that component.
yes.
That component of it.
Yeah,
That's
it's all trademark.
That's a whole different component.
Yeah, because with one of our newest partnerships, we got all that stuff aligned, lawyers.
Man, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Telling you,
Go
baby.
ahead.
Hey, I'm telling when I say Spencer's a motherfucking mad scientist, we're on that keyboard creating stuff. Hey, man, he likes to be kind of humble about it. But dude, when he first showed me, now this was before Zerion, all them other platforms. This was before when he showed me the bare basic of Lynx, I was like, bro, this is a multi-million-dollar idea. The only thing that we didn't have for us was we didn't have, because we don't have a token. You know what I'm saying? We bootstrapped the whole thing. All of Lynx has been bought and paid for by us. All of our nodes, our API, and that's another thing. We're selling nodes, our node service, our API service, and it's more accurate. It's more accurate than CMC. A lot of wallets are already utilizing our API, and when our node service goes live, it's going to turn a lot of heads because guess what? We are offering it for a fraction of what what these big platforms. We're going to be competition for a lot of different people.
I've been missing so much, brother. I need to check it out, man. I've been missing a lot. I've seen it, but I'm just like, I'll get around to doing some research on it, and I just keep.
Now, like I said, the app is one thing, you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, it doesn't have a lot of the features that people want, mainly because we want to make sure that everything we add, I don't care if it's just a little change, we want to make sure that it's fully functional for everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I add 20 different functions and it don't work, who gonna use it?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It needs to be right.
It's been slow growth, and mainly because we only have one dev, which is Spencer. But I'm telling you what, man, hey, it is legit, it is solid, and it's damn near. I would say it is bulletproof. Our back end is bulletproof. We got backups for backups. You know
what's
what
up, Cuffin the Dip?
Oh, Cuffin in the building. What's up, baby? Oh yeah. But yeah, what you was talking about earlier, yeah, you can do that with SparkBot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
Volt, baby. Yeah, I am volted. I'm still volted. So yeah.
I got a few volts.
Volt, baby. Volt. Man, I love that project, man.
Volt card now too. Volt.
Yes.
I've seen that, man. I've been watching, man. I'm like, look at these projects transform. Because when it first came out, it was just a dog on a coin. I'm like, this ain't gonna go anywhere. They're gonna get trademarked, they're trademark infringing and copyrights and all that. It's not gonna go anywhere.
That's what I thought when I very first seen it. When I very first seen that first emblem, I was like, yo, they are going to get hit by Disney.
Yeah.
Disney's about to fuck them up.
Yeah.
They made that change and went, whoa. Went crazy.
Oh,
Henry's back. What's up, baby?
Yo.
We just talking
How's
about
it going?
All right. But yeah, man, they Voltosia continues to build. Dude, when I seen that they were when I saw the news that they was finally listed on their 100th exchange, I was like, man, this is crazy. I don't understand how it's not bigger than what it is. But of course, during the bear market, whatnot. But
I mean, they had that great spike at that one point, and they started really getting a lot of headway, and then of course we went frozen.
Well, that's because, like I say, the market, the whole industry as a whole, it hit everybody. What nobody was a especially with the news around FTX, all that shit, all that stuff happened, man. It affected
FTX, man, was such a freaking
and then
nasty
all the lawsuits, it's
what's funny is I remember FTX's Super Bowl ad, and I even said, I'm on enough exchanges. I don't need to be on any more. And I actually started getting, I went away from Binance.us and all that. And the next thing you know, it's like, FTX just blew up.
If you're still using Binance.us, even if it's still if you can still access it with a VPN, you better get your money off of that right now.
I took my money out there a long time ago.
They
sent out that email. They sent the email out saying, "Hey, you need to go ahead and get your money."
Yeah, I don't even know if you can still access it. If you can,
I was gone. I paid attention to that long time ago. There was so much craziness with how you had to use that app that I just got away from it. I was like, nope. I'd rather deal with Coinbase. I'd rather deal with Uphold before I deal with Binance ever again. I left them like a year ago. I was like, nope, I'm gone. And then
snap! I missed some news.
Pay your bills, utility.
Volt. That's the new news from Volt, baby. I gotta definitely look into that further because I missed that news. I was at work today, and yeah, kind of busy today. But yeah, oh man, that is interesting.
What's Vault trading at right now? Triple zero? Are they a penny? No.
No.
No, they're. Give me a sec.
I wouldn't even set up. Pull up none of this stuff. Let me go ahead.
There we are. I think I've got it right here. Yeah, for Binance, I think
6 zeros.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 6 zeros 4.
6 zeros 4125.
$25.3 million market cap. It's not doing bad though. Chart looks healthy.
Yeah, and like I say, considering everything that has happened, I really. Hey, and here's another thing that a lot of people are not realizing: when all these ETFs get approved, all this other stuff, and these businesses really starts flooding into the market, they are going to be looking at acquisitions. I don't know. I'm not saying. Dragon Rider is not telling you that Voltoshi is going to sell Volt, but I'm saying there's always that probability, or even a partnership with a large business entity that would be super bullish on Volt's end, especially because as much utility as they have to offer, they've got everything that everybody's ever asked from a project. They got it, and it's like,
I mean, you'd be crazy not to sell that, right? You know what I'm saying? Especially with everything that's attached to that. Yeah, you'd be crazy not to. One of the biggest billionaires.
I'd be sitting back collecting royalties off of it. I'm telling you, hey, you want it? So just think about all these projects that has come and gone, that have done the most and ruined a lot of people's lives with their scams and bullshit, and selling you that they were going to come out with a game that never come out, or the
never
game
happened.
Whatever the case may be, they sold you on all this bullshit.
So many.
You got a solid project that has all the utilities you want, still here, still functioning, still growing, and look, come out with another utility.
Yeah.
Oh
well. You know, I like to see success, when it happens in this way, because again, sometimes it starts out really slow with these coins. You're just like, oh, there's another one. There's another one. But in the midst of that, there's always, a couple of them that make it out of that when they start using the money, in the right way to build utility from that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, case in point, look at what happened with Saitama, a huge one, right? And all the stuff that was going on with that. But look where they're at now with STC, and how they've kind of turned those things around and gone from there. So I mean, you have, and it's I think it's kind of rare, especially in this space with millions and millions of dollars going through here, and all these thousands and hundreds of thousands of projects, coins that come out and say they're going to be the next this, the next that. But yet they're not. There's nothing doing that. They're not doing that. And then you have something like Volt or STC or all these other projects that are coming out and they're saying, "Hey, we're going to take this money. We're going to do something with it. We're going to build upon utility that you can actually use in a real world case. Later on down the road, it might take us 5, 10, 15 years to actually build to where we need to be, where we're like a BNB, we're like a crypto.com, we're like a whatever, where we have that solid utility. But once the mainstream gets it, they got it, and we've built something successful. We just kind of go from there, and that's what we need to see more of in this space. Absolutely. Outside of just money making projects.
Yes.
Hey guys, everybody that's on YouTube, hit that like button, hit subscribe, all that stuff for him, man. Come on.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Hit it.
I appreciate it.
Come on, guys.
Takes 1 second to just go click
That's it. It's like you see sometimes you see all those views that pop in. It's like, well, it's not adding up. I need you to convert over to subscribe. If you really appreciate it, you're viewing it, hit over to subscribe, please.
Yes.
But it takes time. It takes time to do
It
that.
does.
Listen, guys, I'm going to go down. I got to give me something to eat. I am hungry. I've been busy nonstop all day long. I've probably had maybe 4 bottles of water today. And I'm parched. I need to, but again, I appreciate the invite out.
Thank you, sir.
I've learned a lot tonight. And hopefully, we can definitely do this again later on down the road.
Yes,
but
sir.
I definitely need to look into that platform there. And but yeah, appreciate you guys, man.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I definitely appreciate your time. You're a great man. And hey, we definitely gonna do this again later. So
we'll do it again. All right. See ya.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Man, 2 years. How's it feel, man?
Man, it's great, man. I've had a lot of great support from a lot of different communities, man. Matter of fact, I had an AMA with the little guy, the little guy token the other day, and Queen was telling me, she was like, yeah, when the community found out that I was doing an AMA with you, everybody was like, oh my God, really? Is it really him? And I'm like, are you serious? Like
you're starting to hit that. You're starting to hit that fame where everybody's like, yeah, that's great, man.
It's very heartwarming. It's very heartwarming.
That means you're getting around, you're getting in certain circles, and that's great. It's you and I mean, as I was trying to say earlier, I mean, you inspired your wife to go out and find something else to do. So that's great. You're not only encouraging. I mean, look what you've done with Spence. You've gotten Spence to really get good at developing and being more into what he's enjoying it. Look at him. He looked happy as hell, dude.
Yeah, hey, Spencer was already a master.
A great,
dev,
yeah. I mean, he's already a great dev, and he's got something out there that everybody's touching now. It's not his name is out there getting more and more. So I mean, that's
Lynx has over 3,500 users now, man.
Yeah.
For a project that does not have a token.
Yep.
A crypto project. I'm gonna say it again. A crypto project that does not
have a token.
A token with over 3,500 users.
You don't need a token
3,500 real users.
For you don't need a token for what it does. I mean, it allows so much to be seen and be tracked that you don't have to have any worries. There's so many times I'm looking at my Trust wallet or looking at any of my other free wallet or my other smaller wallets. I don't see these things, and then it's like Lynx will, oh hey, you have a new coin. Oh, that's a trash coin. Make sure that gets pulled out of there.
Yeah.
I mean,
so many, especially when you acquire a lot of different wallets and stuff, and especially cold storages, it's hard to keep up with cold storages all the time, and you don't want to risk connecting them somewhere. Hey, you just copy and paste your wallet address into Lynx, and Lynx will populate all the data associated. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple wallets, a couple months ago, man, that I reconnected, or not reconnected, but I copy and pasted the wallet address. And I mean, I was like, oh man, I still got money on this. Okay, let me let me do, you know what I'm saying? Let me do this, And so it's Lynx has been great. I've had a lot of great support for Lynx in a lot of different communities. The Volt community, as you know, Lynx is integrated into VoltiChange. So, that dude, when I was able to make, that get that conversation with Voltoshi, man, it was eye-opening for a project as big as Volt is, to look at little Lynx and be like, hey, we would like to do something with you guys.
And that comes from you. To be honest, that comes from you and your energy and just what you do. I mean, anytime someone watches your videos, they can tell the energy. They can tell the dedication you have. And it's, I mean, you don't bullshit people about, hey, I'm going to tell you what the best thing you need to do. No, you're like, look, here's what I've done.
This is the next 1 million X right now. It's poo.eth.
Yeah, you do not do that. You're like, hey, here's what I've looked at. Do your own research. Look it up. And I mean, that's kind of where I failed at as a crypto investor is I wasn't doing a lot of my own research and I went into projects, but my problem was I wasn't dedicated enough to keep up with those projects. Because you have to keep up with those projects too, especially on the lower caps. And that's one thing, if I could transfer anybody else, is on the small caps, you need to keep up on them. You need to stay invested in them and watching, if not daily, at least weekly, what they're doing in Discord, what they're doing, on their social media, how they're presenting themselves. Because I can count on 5, at least I know of, that are now gone that I've heard you talk about and I've been a part of. And I'm kind of like, hey, I'm just going to step away from small cap. Nothing wrong with it, but you have to be dedicated. And that's, if I could pass that along to anybody when it comes to small cap, introductory coins, things like that, you have to be dedicated in monitoring what's going on.
Absolutely.
And, Volt's one of those that has stayed good. I've made it through transitions, from one style of coin to the next on Volt, and I've been happy with it. So
Volt Army's in the building, baby. Let's go.
They are blowing it up.
About the lightning bolts is everywhere, baby.
Man.
Let's go.
That is, they are just blowing that up, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. The support from different communities, man. Because and I've tried very, very hard to not only keep my name in a good reputation, but Lynx as well. You know what I'm saying? I've worked very, very hard for that. I mean, not a lot of people get to see Spencer on a regular basis. That was the longest anybody has seen Spencer in a very, very long time in the public anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's especially being the face of a project that is integrated in a few different other projects, and they're using our data and stuff like that. I have to do what I can to keep Lynx's good name. See, and a lot of people, if you don't know, if you're just now chiming in, Lynx is integrated with VoltiChange. It is integrated with Income Island. So not only are we on an exchange, we are in a metaverse. So you're able to, while you're perusing and walking around the metaverse, you can pull up your your links at any given time and check on your portfolio. There's going to be other uses for that later on, but for now in the beta, that's what you're able to do. You know what I'm saying? There's other projects that are, like I say, there's other wallet projects that are using our data. There's going to be there's other swaps that are using our data. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's been a very, very great experience with the amount of support, and that's mainly because I think mainly because I've tried such a hard time to keep a good name in this space, because I mean, you see it all the time. I mean, you got
I can't
Dev
count
and
how
Dev
many...
and Dev, scamming people, and it's hard to trust anybody. So it's my name and reputation and my company means more to me than anything.
I mean, and you've kept a great relationship with Spence, and you've kept a great relationship with everyone around you, and you see it. And again, I can't count how many times I've seen projects that have split apart because they weren't focused on, everybody was trying to touch everything at once together instead of what you're doing. You've become the face of everything, and Spence has stepped back and become the builder, and it's worked out great, and you've ran with it, and you've made such a great brand between, Worldwide Crypto and Gaming, all the way through Lynx, everything. So, I mean, not only is this a 2-year celebration of, the brand, but it's a 2-year celebration of you and what you've accomplished and how far you've come. I mean, I'll admit I haven't been able to watch every video for the last year, but at the same time, I see him come on, and I tell people like, oh, my buddy, he's, my brother-in-law's out here doing this stuff, you go listen to him, see what he's got going, he ain't gonna steer you wrong, and if he messes up, if he finds somebody, hey, warning, I got pulled in with him, I bounced, you need to bounce, You
Hey,
know,
and I'm quick to do that. That happened with one project in particular. It was called Metapolitans. I got paid to promote it, and I got paid for a month of basically just shilling and stuff like that. And man, I was sold on a lot of us. A lot of content creators was sold on this idea that this thing was legit. I'm talking about some known people that were bigger than me that were like, "Hey, man, this is cool." You know, the devs are on the 100, and then they launched, and then fucking, you know, it rugged. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I made a video. Hey, Metropolitan's rugged. You know, this is what happened. This is the information that we know. You know, I even got after that, I got another couple people together to we did another space and to talk about, you know, basically our involvement, because I'm very open and honest in anything I do. You know, all projects that have come onto WWC has you know, in some way, shape, or form, whether it's cross promotion, whether it's, you know, it's all a business transaction. But at the same time, I do support the projects that I do talk about and that I bring onto my channel. You know what I'm saying? So I've gained money with a lot of people, and I've lost money with a lot of people, because not necessarily because it was a scam, but because, you know, projects have failed. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, a lot of them weren't prepared for the bear market. There was one, I don't really want to name the name of the project, because, you know, but there was one. It was doing great, and the only reason it fell apart was because it came out that the lead dev was a neo-Nazi supremacist.
Okay, that one I didn't hear about. No, I hadn't heard about that one. No, I remember there was
the
there was
whole
one that
team
was
just immediately disbanded and they told everybody to sell everything that they had. Like that is the only reason why that project fell apart. But that, like I said, it wasn't a scam, but it was because of one individual was supporting a racist regime.
that's a grenade. I'm sorry, that's a death grenade right there.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them for just going boom, getting out. You know, just dude. So I commend them for that. But yeah, that's the naughty word for sure.
Yeah.
So
Oh man, Crypto Steve-O's in the building. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? To all the Volt Army, BP, man, Ziggs, what you got going on, dude? Crypto Cappy, good job, brother. Keep it up, disabled veteran. That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm a vet too, man. Hey, let's go, baby. I'm always down to support the vets and stuff. You know, and you know what? The crypto industry has been very supportive. There's been a lot of different projects that has supported vets, man, and you know, I've had them on my channel. Snafu was one of them. That ended up just failing because, you know, it's just, you know, because of the down market, ended up they just failed because, you know, all the investors basically sold all. You know, you can't continue a project with you know, especially a token project, if nobody's buying your token. You know what I mean? Right. So things like that happen. Yes, thank you. Be sure to replay this. Yes, absolutely, man. Y'all, hey, you missed a lot of
that first hour, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, there was some conversations.
The Illuminati's coming for us.
That's what I'm saying.
There's gonna be some knocks on that door. We'll be like, we need to have a discussion with you.
I have been knocked out of the YouTube algorithm. Put it like that.
Yeah. You've been demonetized tonight, at least. Yeah.
But hey, you know what? Hey, but you know, that's the beauty about my channel is I'm not really worried about the monetization anymore. I mean, at first it was like, oh yeah, I'm monetized, so now I can really grow. But now it went from you know, focusing on maybe even holding back and you know, so because I'm so worried about the monetization to where I'm just like, you know what, if they demonetize me, they demonetize me. There's plenty of other platforms where I can shed my voice. I'm on, you know, 8 different platforms right now. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right now I'm streaming to 12 different places. Oh, that's no, good. 13. Rio is another platform. I just did the AMA with Nobility Token. And Rio is their streaming platform where you can it really supports the streamers. The money goes to the streamers, where YouTube takes half of our donations. Rio, you get all your donations. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So it's another great platform, streaming platform that's upcoming. And if you're streaming. It's basically it's going to be an all-in-one place to where you can view all of your different content streams in just one place. So you don't have to go to YouTube or Twitch or this and that and this. You can go to Rio and basically see all your stuff, and you also get you still get all your views and watch count and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really in support of Rio. I'm going to be I was talking with them to I'm going to be hosting some tournaments. He told me about I think it was like a Street Fighter tournament that they're planning on doing, and I'm going to be basically I was not exactly commentating. So a while back I did a few of their Discord tournaments. They did a what's that card game? See, I can't think of it right now. Which of it?
Magic or
no, it's a car with the ball and
you're talking about Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League. So they did a Rocket League tournament with a few different they had like I think it was like 10 different gaming projects involved in this tournament. And I was going through in the Discord. So basically I was going through all the chats in the different groups because each group chat was the different teams. So I was going to each team. I was kind of interviewing them along the way and basically giving commentary on, on the game, the whole man. And I did a great job. I really enjoyed that. But that was also back when I was using OBS. So I had a lot of technical difficulties where there was one whole stream where it was just me talking to myself because I forgot to enable the audio from Discord. So the whole stream, I'm just talking like, "Hey, yeah, that was awesome," but you don't hear nobody else talking. So that was early WWC, and but yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into that and doing it again. As the name suggests, I went from WWC to WWCNG, so now I'm Worldwide Crypto and Gaming because I am starting to do way more gaming content as well, especially crypto related games. Volt Island is one. So I'm wanting to get together with Jen because I know he's been hosting some tournaments and stuff, and I'm wanting to get more into that and to display the Volt Island and what it's capable of. It's actually pretty cool, and it's cool to have a game that, especially from a gaming or excuse me, a crypto project that actually has a game you can play. It's functional. You know what I'm saying? How many have come and gone that has said that?
I mean, I played a few early on.
Awesome, and then next thing you know, you don't hear from them.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I've watched so many coins get put out and just get crashed later on because they never could come out with anything.
Well, here's the thing where a lot of them failed, and that's where a lot of your do your own research comes into play. Is that these tokens launched, but they didn't even have a developer lined up. They were depending on the launch to pay for a developer to even begin to develop a game, and that's where they screwed up. And that's why the project failed, is because they were depending on that instead of having just like some seed investors, you know what I'm saying, and to come in to provide that funding. They were solely dependent on a surprise launch. Hey, guess what? We're launching. We're going to come out with a game. Buy our token, and that's where a lot of them failed. But you know what I'm saying, when you have a project like Volt, look, there we go. It's on. Yes, it is on Steam. Matter of fact, I can show that. I'll show that real quick. Let me pull up my Steam real quick. Where's it at?
I mean, gaming development is a huge industry right now, and most game developers who are, if they're worth their salt, are not going to come out for just anything. You have to entice them. You have to give them quite a few things. I mean, my industry I'm in right now, I'm working for a company called Atlas IAD, and we do notification systems in airports and businesses, hospitals, schools, and we're hunting for developers, and it's cutthroat, man. And this is just regular developers, not even going into gaming alone, and a lot of you have to pay these guys. You have to give them benefits. You have to give them work-life balance. I mean, there's so much for that developers are asking for and they're getting. So
Yeah, absolutely. And that's where another thing too is okay, you find, maybe a project has, okay, they have the money, right? They have the money to pay for this game or whatever their utility is going to be. They have the money to do it. They go and pay somebody, and that somebody runs off with the money. They didn't do their own research on the people that they pay to develop their stuff, and it either gets half developed or and that happened with um me and Spencer. We were going to do a game and stuff like that to help support Lynx, and this was going to be a separate project with a token. It had a game. We had a lot of the artwork was done.
I remember that. I
but
remember a lot of that stuff.
yeah, and the girl that was doing all the artwork, she in the middle of she had already get paid, and in the middle, I guess when it was about the middle of the deadline, she wanted more money. And it's like, no, that's not the agreement. We paid you to do this and that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get taken advantage of when they don't do the research on. And that was, like I say, that was an early mistake. That was before Lynx was actually in development. And so after that, we switched gears and really focused on developing Lynx. So, and that's why a lot of people, like I say, that's why a lot of projects fail. They come and go because, even the devs don't do their own research. I know we say that a lot, do your own research, but it's not a cop out. It is. I mean, it do your own research comes with a lot of different, if you're going to do business with somebody.
It's not, I mean, the big things, and this is something that I wanted to share, my experiences. It's not just, do your own research. It's be dedicated and be involved. You can't just and buy these coins and come back a year later and look at it. No, I mean, I did that with a few projects where I bought coins, I got busy with life, I forgot about them, and then next thing I know, they're gone off things. I had quite a few that were on Brew Labs that vanished. I'm like,
That
what
staking got a lot of people. It got me on a couple different projects because you stay, as soon as they launched, oh, we're offering staking right now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they haven't even really proved themselves to be to be around for the long term, and you end up locking your funds, your tokens, your money.
Yep.
You end up locking it into a platform for 30 to 60 days, and 2 weeks later they're gone. You know what I'm saying? So it that has happened with a lot of different. So you know what I'm saying? It's these 2 years, or actually, it's been 3 years since I was trading for a year before the WWC got started, and in those 3 years, it's been a big learning lesson, and I'm continuing to learn because, like I say,
you need to put a wiki together, bro. I'm telling you, you need to your website needs to have a wiki, tips and tricks and lessons learned, man.
Man, but hey, I do that, but that's why I do it on my channel. Like
I know you do it on the channel. I know you do it on the channel, but hey, sometimes people are all about reading, man. But I mean, that should be one of your exploits of your next video is, hey, lessons learned, things I've gotten a hold of,
Yeah.
like because like I said, that's why that's one of the things I came on about was, I was early on, and there was quite a few coins that I got involved with that. And because I wasn't, as I'm saying, dedicated. I didn't do my own. I mean, I did my own research to a certain point, but I wasn't dedicated. I wasn't involved. That's the two big things: be involved and be dedicated. And don't go. I mean, pick a few that you really get into and invest in, and and sit with them and nurture them and develop with them. But early on, it was about, hey, let me get over here. Let me get over here. You start doing the squirrel.
Yeah, exactly.
The new shiny. So, I'll admit I've lost, I've lost some, and there's quite a few that have burnt me in the end, and that's my fault. I've never said I blame anybody. I blame myself because I wasn't dedicated. I didn't stay involved. I didn't keep up with it, and that's what you have to do. I mean, not every coin that you find is going to be XRP. Not every coin is going to be, Bitcoin. Not every coin is going to be Ethereum.
And a lot of people don't realize a lot of these projects, for them to come to real fruition, a rule of thumb in business is any startup. I mean, it usually takes about 5 years for them to even become profitable.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And Dog Coin in the building. They are a recent listing on Lynx. Yes, they are listed on Lynx. Check them out. Is good project, and the guys over there that have taken over are really trying to do the right thing and continue the project, and saying, when the people that I know that are doing this, they're good people in my opinion. I've known them for just about the whole time I've been in the crypto space, and I they're trusted with me, so that's why I'm free to say, this is another project that I do support. And so Dog Coin in the building, baby. But yeah, it's like we kind of touched on earlier, it's all about educating yourself, educating on yourself, not only on the space but just investing in general. And at the end of the day, do your own research, because at the end of the day, nobody pushes that buy button but you. When you make the choice to hit that buy button and you buy some garbage because you didn't look at it, hey, it's on you. You gambling. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the money to gamble, stick to your blue chips, or stick with projects that have been around for 2 years, which they are. Somebody just said earlier, yes, they are. Volt is celebrating 2 years right along with. Actually, we started WWC right after. I think it was like 2 weeks after Volt, the ETH Volt launched. So big shout out to Volt. Big shout out to the Volt Army. Who's that? It's really stupid to trust these influencers. Nobody's asking you to trust. See, that's the difference. You don't trust influencers. You get information, right? And you take that information, you process that, and then you make your own conclusion on what to buy or to sell. I don't trust anything from any influencer. I did that when I started out in this industry, and when I started out as a trader, and I got burnt a few times. So that's why I say, take the information that is given out to you. And that's why I run the channel the way I run my channel. Is I like to give out the information first, and then you come up with your own conclusion. I never tell anybody to, hey, go out and go buy this. You know what I'm saying? I always say, after you've done your research, right? After you've done your research and it looks like something that you may want to get into, then hop into it. If it's not, if you question this project, any project, if you question it at all, don't get into it. Pick something else. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just one of those things. Yeah. They will dump on you one day. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens, and it happens a lot. And that's a lot of projects, they get airdrop tokens and stuff. And let's see, takes research, more utilities on the way. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We still in the beginning of the bar. Vince, I've been following you way before these meme coins started. I appreciate that, Raul. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Raul. And that right there, I think that's from no, it's not. That is a YouTube. So yeah, let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey, you got a super
Jay-Z.
chat.
Oh, super chat from Crypto Che in the building. Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. It is very, very appreciated. Thank you for the Volt shout out, sir. I will always shout out Volt. Like I say, the Volt Army, the Volt community, Voltoshi, the Volt team. I'm always in big support. And Volt was actually my very first named project, my very first project.
Yeah, I think that
AMA.
was what I remember that. I was watching that, and I was in that chat. I remember that.
I tell the story about that all the time, and that's why Pablo was going to be here, but he said he had some things come up. But you know, I tell the story all the time. You know, there was a lot of different projects that I reached out to, and they were all like, "Oh, you only got like 5 subs." You know, and I'm like, "Look, I'm starting out. You know, me and my partner, we're starting this out. We just started this channel. Let's, you know," and reached out to Pablo. I was like, "Hey, you know, starting this channel. Would you like to do an AMA with us?" And he was like, "Yeah, let's do it right now." It was like no questions asked, no rebuttal,
I remember
no
that.
trying to swim, nothing, dude. It was like, "Hey, let's do it."
I mean, you both were up and comers, man, and I mean, you both took chances on each other, and you know, and anybody. I remember the first thing all of them, all the Volt crew was saying was they loved your energy. They loved how much you got hyped. You know, you got into it. You know, you were always just raw. You know, so
Alt it, baby. Alt it.
you know, you had your own special music. You know, thanks to the washer in the background.
Yeah.
I told you I ain't letting you forget it. I am not letting you forget it. We're gonna have like if you get a soundboard, you're gonna have a washer playing in the background. Or the pen.
Hey, you know what? Hey, the difference is like I have a way better mic now. Every once in a while, my wife she'll do the laundry, and but because of the settings on this, it focuses, you know, the audio just strictly to my voice, to my mouth, and so so you don't get to you don't hear the wash machine. Every once in a while, I mean, that thing gets to rocking and rolling, and I have to re-level it and shit. So, but yeah, it's been awesome. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And we were talking about that earlier. You know, when you know these businesses come in and they start really partnering with projects that have something to offer them. You know what I'm saying? Not just, hey, we're community token. You can use our, like, you know, Shib's around. Shib's going to be used by somebody at some point, you know, possibly. But, you know, Shib didn't really have it, and it still doesn't have what Volt has, you know. And when these ETFs get approved and businesses really start to flood into the crypto market, I mean, this is Volt is definitely one that a lot of businesses are going to have their eye on. I mean, who else was on NASDAQ, man? How many of these other tokens was on? Man, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, a lot of people in the DeFi space, they don't appreciate that. And I've noticed it. I mean, the Voter Army, they appreciated that. They was like, oh man, that's super bullish. But there's a lot of people that don't appreciate that because they didn't see the value because, of course, the market was going down. Bitcoin was heading down to 15K. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people didn't appreciate that at the time. But they will appreciate that once the market really gets flooded with projects. What are your 5 memes that I'm bullish on for 2024? 5 memes. I am bullish on Volt, obviously. That's my numero uno as far as meme tokens. I mean, it's even kind of hard to even call Volt a meme anymore, man.
I was gonna say
they got so much to offer.
They have so much to offer from, you know.
But as far as this category, like, I mean, it's people still consider it a meme. So I'll just Volt is my number 1. My number 2, man. There's not a lot out there. As far as memes, man, I don't know, man. Here's the thing.
I've gotten away from. I've stuck to the last 2 years. I've stuck to mostly a lot of utility coins, things that had at least some plan for utility. The only meme coin I still own is Dogecoin, and that's just because it sat in this one wallet and I forgot about it.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why it's still there. You know, like when Pepe came along, I just said nope, not even interested. You know, like Shiba Inu. Sorry, that's the only other one I have. Shiba Inu, and you know, but they've been trying. But it was one of those ones I have not kept up with. You know, so, but yeah, those are the only 2 that I think I still own. Oh, look at that! You get another super chat.
Henry, the wife is calling.
No, I don't. Oh, come on, sis. Come on, sis. Say hi. There she is. There she is.
She ran back upstairs. She's like, "Nope, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting on it." But yeah, I mean, as far as memes, I'll tell you what. There, it depends on at. I don't know. I'm a different investor than I was, a year ago.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that. Me too.
saying that I'm super bullish on memes isn't really, especially with the news of ETFs coming and businesses flooding into the crypto market. It's hard to say. Like I support I support a lot of different memes, dog. I support dog because I know the people there. I know that they're doing some things, you know what I'm saying, that they're trying to support the community and support the project and trying to grow the project. I support that. I support let's see, I didn't get in Prometheum, but I've been watching it. I've been watching what Prometheum is doing. I'll take that back. I got in early, and then I kind of sold my bag because I mean it wasn't. I have too much going on to focus on that because, like I said, that would be something that I would want to focus my energies on. And I got to a position where I felt I wanted to exit, and I exited. But I'll still support the project because they do have a lot to offer, and with the tech that's coming out, it's one of those to definitely keep your eye on. The little guy they just recently listed on Lynx. I support them because they are the team is doing what they can and doing everything they can to make sure that the project is sustained and grows. You know what I'm saying? So any project that's the dev team is growing and continuing to work for not only the community but working to grow the project. Yeah, I'm definitely bullish on.
Real quick, you got another super chat in there. Go hit that guy
No
up.
Volt, sir.
JT.
Yeah. Well, yes, of course, Crypto Chain. Look, yeah. I support Volt, and Volt is not a meme. So Volt is definitely in my mind, Volt is already a blue chip. So I'm not Volt is not even in the meme category. I'm definitely a big supporter of Volt, and I still have a nice hefty bag of Volt. So, and I've always had a hefty bag of Volt. And I think it was because early on, I only had a BSC Volt, and Pablo encouraged me to take a look at the ETH side as well. So yes, I support both ETH and BSC Volt. I have not gotten into Polygon Volt, and that's simply because I haven't really bought any projects on Polygon, but of course I am a holder of Matic, so it's just one of those things. And yes, super chat, baby. Yes, thank you, Jay-Z, with the $5 super chat, baby. Get a bag of the Volt. Cup and handle's about to go, baby. Let's go.
Man, that Volt army is all over the chat. That is love. That is a lot of love.
Yeah, that chart looks good. I like that. I like where it's sitting right now. Like I say, man, it's one of those things. Volt's been building for a while, and I'm definitely but like I say, Volt isn't a meme in my opinion. So that ought to say something because it's like I say, as far as my investment strategies nowadays, I don't get into a lot of meme tokens, and if I do, I treat them as a degen. So if I considered Volt a meme, I would have bought and sold my bag already. So, but because I don't consider Volt a meme, it has a lot of utility. It has a lot to offer, not only the crypto space, but those outside of Web3. These businesses has a lot to offer, and these businesses are going to want to work with Volt in some capacity in the future, in my opinion. And so I treat that as definitely that is one of my blue chip bags that I do hold.
Yeah, Definitely.
Any thoughts on Jupiter? I do not know anything about Jupiter. I am sorry. Look at all the lightning bolts in the man. Look at all the lightning bolts in the chat,
I just
baby.
said that, man. The Volt
Portal
Army is
coin. I
out
don't know
there.
anything about Portal.
Volt Army is out there, man. They are just blowing it up. Look at
Yes.
that.
Scottish Crypto. Yes. Vote to pay out. Vote to flex coming in the month. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I actually, because I missed the news about paying utilities, and I missed the news on that, and I will catch up because I was at work earlier. If y'all don't know, I'm an elevator mechanic, so sometimes I have hard days, and today was one of those just long days that I had. But yes, definitely, I will be checking out that news and actually taking a real good look into the newly introduced utility. I bought some Polygon Volt the other day. It was a whopping 3 cents. Yes, it is very, very cheap to operate on, or gas fees are very, very cheap on Polygon. Yes, they are. That's what we do. Vote is just warming out. Legit honest streamers will support you. Yeah, come on, man. Hey, ask anybody, man. WWC. Now WWC and G is has been a very long supporter of Volt and all things Volt. You know what I'm saying? And hey, and that's never going to change. The only way that'll ever change is if Voltoshi decides to rug the project. If it ever rugs, then my support is gone. Obviously. But Volt will always have my support because, like I say, Volt is a blue chip in my opinion, and that's one of my Volt is in one of my blue chip wallets that I do hold that just sit there because in 5 years time I will look at it and in my opinion I think I will be very, very happy in my decision to hold my Volt bag somewhere where I it's not accessed.
I love that one.
That's
what's causing me to laugh.
I'm gonna take Volt to whole new levels, baby.
I was loving it, dude. That is a great comment there, man. That is great.
Yes.
Scottish Crypto. That is a great comment, man. I love that.
Yes,
if I could heart that right now, I'd heart that. I can't heart that. No,
because the crypto industry has its ups and downs, so it needs a good elevator guy around. So.
Oh man! All right, I'm looking at the clock here, and you are almost at 3 hours, man. You are
holy shit!
Nice.
Yeah, yeah. So it's been 3 hours. I want to appreciate. Hey, I just want to say a big shout out, man, Henry. Big shout out to you, man. You've been a long time shit since the beginning of WWC. Now WWC and G.
Yep.
You've been a big supporter, man, and you are very, very appreciated. It's great to have good people around that that support what you're doing, man. Because I'm telling you what, you are doing a lot that my own family don't even do. So, man, you are greatly, greatly appreciated in this.
I mean, you're married to my sister, man. So you're a brother to me. So it does not. I mean, we're family. I mean, it's what we do. You're married to my sister, man. Come on.
But hey, but even still, what I'm saying, it's the support that really keeps us going. It keeps me the energy to continue this, man. And because at some point, and man, a couple points, man, it was hard. It was hard because I was like, man, it's like I'm producing the content that people want. People saying I have such great content. And it's like it's not showing in the numbers, but then it was like, you know what? I got real people. I got real people that support me. So hey, at the end of the day, that's what's up. So it's all gravy. I love it. I love what I'm doing. It's been 2 years of WWC, and man, this is going to go for years and years longer, as long as I can stand it. You know what I'm saying? Now hey, at some point I'm gonna be like Pablo, and I'm be like, look, I made all the money that I am going to make in this. I'm out. I'm going to retire on an island. At that point, WWC will be over. But I'm working myself to Pablo levels, baby. It is what it is. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that came to the stream, that came to watch. Do me a big favor. Make sure you share this out. I know it's long. I'll chop it up eventually this and that, and make little clips here and there. But and if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you are on Instagram, hit that follow button. If you're on TikTok, hit that follow button. I'm on all sorts of platforms. If you see especially my Kick,
share, spread it, man, spread it out.
Hey, if you watch content on Kick, hey, I'm trying to get to 10 subs. I got 2 right now. I'm trying to get to 10 subs so I can do more with it. You got to have at least, I think it's like you got to have at least 10. Head to Kick. Show me some love on Kick, because that's where a lot of my gaming content is going to be in the future. It's where a lot of my gaming content is going to be conducted. I'm going to be focusing that on Kick, because I like the Kick platform. So if you could please, if you fuck with Kick, go shoot Dragon Rider a follow. I appreciate that. If YouTube, whatever platform you're watching this on, if it's appreciated. The follows are always and subs are always appreciated, and you know it'll continue, and I'll continue to bring you amazing WWCNG worldwide crypto and gaming content, and bringing you great projects, and talking about and giving you the information that needs to be given, especially in this industry in these days and times when, you know, truth and the true info needs to be put out about, you know, not only just projects, but people in the space and stuff like that. Because if you know me, I'm not afraid to call anybody out. I'll call any project out. I'm not scared of nobody. You got to be a big bad mofo to even make me flinch, because I'll tell you, I ain't scared of nobody. So I'll tell the truth, and as long as I tell the truth, I'm good and golden. But yeah, thank you for everything. Thank you. Hey, thank you for these wonderful 2 years. Thank you for these wonderful 2 years, and thank you for the future support I'll be receiving. And with that being said, I'm going to end this because the wife's kind of upset. I didn't realize this was going to go for 3 hours. And
I figured I better say something.
If you missed out on any of the conversation, make sure you hit that rewind. You ain't got to watch this all in one kick. This is on. It's going to be on. I do have my SoundCloud. I'm on Spotify. So if you like just podcasts and shit like that, the audio of this will be on those different platforms as well. So I'm everywhere. So any opportunity you got to give me some support, it's very, very appreciated. I appreciate all of you, and we will see you later. See you next time. Happy New Year to everybody. 2024 bull run. Let's go, baby. Woo!
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit.